Once this, I want to show you, I've started by making us understand that knowledge is dynamic, potential power, and execution is dynamic. Once this execute, the expansion that caused you to come here is actually this. The income you are looking for is this. The impact you are looking for is this. The influence you are looking for is this. But what we forget, this is only a consequence. So if I don't know how to maximize the desires that came because the Spirit was seeking an expression, even though I execute, I will fall short of this. Get understanding. So it is not enough to execute. The design of life, believe me, execution defines the results that you will get. So if you look at an engine that has several systems, you enter into your car, you will start the engine, and you will see the systems working together. If you can't bring to your life on the platform of execution to structure your execution in a dimension that is actually progressive, So in less than 2 years, got a promotion. In another 3 years, got another promotion. When my wife said to me, it's like, when you achieve results, it's like you're not happy. I said, I've only done the needful. I've thanked the God who gave me the results. I know that the next thing to do is to look for the next ground to conquer. Because if you look at the dictionary definition of expansion, it's simple. It says, acting to spread out. Very simple. That is why we are starting with execution. Acting to what? You can't remove action. The challenge with many of us, we are too quick to let go of actions while we are too fixed on results. I don't look at results. Results are consequence. Sorry, can I take this, your water bottle? Thank you very much. For those of us who are physics students, if I do this, what happens? What happens? What happens? If let's not even use gravity, layman language. If I throw this water up, what happens? It must what? Do I need to pray for it not to come down? It doesn't need prayer. I don't need to pray. That's why I'm so fixed on systems. So fixed. If I sit with you, I'm looking at the systems that run your life. Financially. In terms of relationship, do you have a system? In terms of success, do you have a system? Because you and I already agreed, thank you very much, thank you. You and I already agreed from the beginning that execution is dynamic power. And we must execute to get the expansion that we seek, true of us. So if you and I agree on this front, what is your system of execution? That's my question to every one of us. Expansion has already happened. Let me tell you the truth. It is not going to happen. It has already what? The way we said it, some of us have not seen it. The only reason I spend time on the subject of execution is because you have already expanded. The system of execution you are using is what's giving you the results that you are getting. Where's Kingsley? Kingsley said when he met Emmanuel, Prof, that if he had met Emmanuel 2 years ago, he would have become what? See, if you can't change your system of execution, your result is already capped. I told, it's not church, but I told God, I will tell people the truth. I don't care how long you walk. Show me your system. Show me your system. So I was placed in a new function in my place of work, sir. Completely new. So you've broken grounds on a particular section. And then when I was having a chat with my boss, his remark was very simple. You remember we are talking about expansion in the lines of impact, influence, and income, true or false? He said to me, we will not doubt your competence in that area. You know, this one is new. Can you prove it? That FBI, that was the discussion. You know, not even giving me the template that I need. He said, we need you to prove it. I started learning. And somewhere along the line, it's like the resources I needed, I'm not getting it. And I said to someone that was trying to disturb me one day, I said, I'm giving you the opportunity to be part of my success in this department. I said, watch it, I will do very well. By God's grace, all to the glory of God, in less than 1 year, the results are there. Why? The systems of execution are plug and play. Write it down. The systems of execution is what? Plug and play. If you have a phone and the battery of the phone is going down, and you know that the socket that is close to you has power, you know your phone is working, you know that the charger is okay. If you plug the charger to the phone into the socket, what happens? Do you need to do anything extra? Then why are you making life look like as if it's difficult? What you lack is the needed accurate systems of execution. A young man man came to me and said he has written this prayer point severally. He wants to make his first 1 million naira. Somehow I grew to like this guy. He was among the first young guys in my life whom I allowed to come to see my library. And I said, I can help you. Come with me to my library. He came. And I said, I'll give you a system, but you must work with the system. Do the maths. Thank God the FBI is here. As at the time we were having that discussion, he was earning 90,000 naira per month. Without expenses. 90,000 naira per month. So in 10 months is how much? 900. That means he will not eat. He will fast for 10 months. He won't buy anything new. And then I said, we want to do it in 6 to 7 months. He looked at me and said, Father, it's not possible. This one is not correct. And I said, you bother about the how. The how is not up to you. This is one mistake many young ones make. They are so focused on how will it happen. The how is not up to you. Just follow. Be sure that your system is correct. And I said to him that is faithful in little shall be faithful over much. You don't have a system to execute 90,000 naira effectively. That's why you can't become 1 million in 6 to 7 months. But let me show you. And then I said, do you watch DSTV? He said, yes. I said, take it off. And he's a Chelsea fan. Where's the manual? You know how Chelsea fans react when you tell them not to watch football? He reacted. I said, how much do you eat in a month? He told me. I said, reduce it to this. I said, can you eat maybe twice or once a month?
I can't.
He was looking at me. And then he said, you are trying to change my life. I said, do you still want to make your first 1 million naira? He said, yes, but I was thinking, there is you've read this book, The Millionaire Fast Lane? Yes. Right. I said, what you need to do, we can make it this year. I said, but just listen to me and do what I say. By the way, don't joke with mentoring. You see this? It's not because of anything. Both living and dead people are mentoring me. I saw one of my mentees 2 days ago. I said, you are looking to make the mistakes that I have made, but I know you don't have the mindset to handle the mistakes. You can't manage it. He did what I told him. How it will happen, I don't know. It has already happened. Just follow a system and you will manifest it. You know what happened? In 7 months, he did not only made his first 1 million. He got promoted. His salary increased from 90 to 230. That, as if that was not enough, he came to my house and said to me, sir, now I have those who are 55 years old under me. How do I lead them? Money is no longer the problem. See, believe me. How do I lead them? We said income, impact, influence. Very simple. He that is faithful in little shall be faithful over much. Many of us will craft so big a dream, and yet we are not faithful in the little that we have, and we think it will manifest. No. Believe me. Thank you. Are you learning something? Are you learning something? Everything indeed is possible. Just show me your system. I was sharing with one of my friends. If I speak with those who are into finance, the first thing I want to know is how much have you lost? Don't come and tell me how much you will make. Because I really want to know if you lose all, can you really stand and come back again? Have you seen the kind of money that you lost? 1 a.m. your wife will tap you. Family devotion. So this thing really happened. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Excuse me, my friend. Thank you. So I have 10 minutes. I'll give it. I'll be up. But this thing really happened. It came to a point I held her shoulders and said, by God's grace, a system brought this. The system will bring it again. Because systems gives you long-lasting confidence. And you need confidence to bet results consistently. If you are sure that your car is not a rickety car, when you enter inside the car, you don't speak in tongues to start it. True or false? You know that the systems of that car is actually what? Working. But if your car is a rickety car, right from when you are looking for the key, why? This is the reason why most of us, certain things we pray for, it's not happening, not because it has not happened, but because the system is wrong. So step one, awareness. I'm talking about the systems now. Step one, awareness. Awareness. You must be very clear on the expansion that you seek. You really can be anyone you want to be in this life. Remember I said to you, the design of man was such that man was created to be what? Limitless. Not just being aware of what you want. You must be very clear on the step-by-step approach you need to manifest what you want. Does it make sense? Don't just come and tell me I want to expand. Expand to what? Maybe we don't know whether you are expanding backwards. I hope you know you can expand backwards. Yes. That is why for some persons, year in, year out, it looks like as if they are in circles. At some point, they thought that they were making progress, only for them to get to a point in their lives, what has happened before happened again. There was no accurate system. You must be very clear. You must be aware. Whatsoever you've decided to do, be very clear on this. Number two, this is the aspect many persons are quick to delve into, motivation. But what they forget is that motivation is less than 5% of the equation. I'll give you the equation and then I'll go. Many of us, when we pick a book, we are looking for the motivation to sustain the execution, but motivation does not sustain execution. How many of us have seen the movie Squid Game? How many of us finished it in 1 week? I don't know about you, I did though. You did it in 1 day. Few hours. Squid Game. How come you are able to do that to Squid Game and you can't do that to the results that you seek? When I finish, I will show you that the protocol I'm giving you now, you applied it to Squid Game, but you are not applying it to your life effectively. So motivation. Number three, discipline. Discipline. Each of these blocks we can actually expand on. Discipline is all about giving yourself a command and staying true to it. Some of us will give ourselves a command and there will be another command that did not come from us that will enable us not to fulfill what we said we want to do, like Squid Game. And number four, consistency. I don't measure men by what they have achieved. I measure men by how well they've been consistent in achieving results. Do you think it is by mistake when a company, a corporate wants to employ you, they say, what's your years of experience? They want to know, this guy, is he a consistent guy? Because kings don't look for people who are not consistent. And by the way, in closing, this thing I said to you, diligence is equal to awareness plus motivation plus discipline plus consistency. Seest thou a man diligent in his job, he shall stand before kings and not mean men. It is possible for you to expand. It is possible for you to become that which you seek in terms of influence, impact, income. But you must be disciplined. You must be consistent. You must just have some little level of motivation. You must be very clear on the results that you seek to birth in your life. That means, in essence, I'm saying to you, diligence is the foundation of expansion. Thank you all very much. God bless you.
DonWeezyMusic.com.
You carry me when some carry their God. You feed me, Lord, when some feed their God. You fought for me when some fight for the God. Jesus, you know they use me play.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Where are my people from this side now? Eh? All right, I'm coming to you. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Simeon Taiwo, and I really want to appreciate Mr. And yet I will Mukoro for the awesome session we just finished now. I've learned so much. What I've learned from here this morning is, number one, to go back home and then take a look, reflect back on my life, my business, my family, and then begin to question the systems that have been running my life subconsciously over the years. And then to be able to understand why I've been at that level of result I currently am. Are we together? And then the next thing is that I've learned from him is that systems are actually what bring about predictability exactly in life. So when you understand the system you're running with, you can predict your results in a month's time, 6 months' time, in a year time. You can predict your results for the life because you know that the systems and the structures you're running on, they are consistent.
I wanted to say hallelujah, but let me say it anyway. Hallelujah. Predictability of the results you want. I mean, how do you just hope that you're going to make 100,000 naira? Hope is good, but it's not a strategy. It's good though. You need hope to build faith. But you cannot use hope to expand faith. Chai. Prof, don't give me. Clap for me now. Listen, I don't even remember what I talk. I don't remember again. Hey, see anointing. Kai. Prof, I will buy suya and the onions. So we must think systems. You know, one day, the beginning of the year, I gathered young people and I run a tribe. I call them the Phenomenal Tribe. And I was asking God, why is it that when an American starts a business and creates a product, I don't like this teaching. When an American starts a business and creates a product, you give that product 2 years, it's all over the world. Like it's in different countries. And I kept asking the Holy Spirit, how? I asked that same question for 3 years. And one of the things he told me is about system. You see, when we produce a product or we create a service, we are excited here to go to the market and we're excited that we get demands and people buy. Is that also? But what Mr. Moko just enlightened us today is that beyond execution and getting results, ask for systems. So they sit down and create a system. Facebook, how do we sell Facebook to Africa? How do we sell Google to Africa? How do we sell Facebook to Nigeria to make Nigerians own it? What are the ways is to make it possible that there could be Facebook can be interpreted in Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. Have you ever checked your Facebook, the down part of the column? You will see Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. So you are selling, where's the system? Put your hands together for our guy for reminding us. You saved me now. All right, just say it. I think the mic, they're working on it.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I think what I learned really from today's session is that I need to go back to my mentor and ask him some questions.
Okay, let me interpret. What he said is that from listening to the session, he's going to go back and ask his mentor some stuff on how to improve better. Is that good? Is that a good thing to learn? Please clap now. A typical example happened to me this morning. Someone that asked me to mentor her, I don't know if she's here, and I sent me a message and said, you know what? I asked you to mentor me, not to give me something you gave me. And I laughed.
We want to have mentors, but we don't know that mentorship is about conversation. It's about asking intelligent questions. It's about finding out something that you want to learn, and in the same way, trying to serve. So, Mr. Demet just told us that his own system now is to go to meet people who are playing the game of jewelry business in a bigger level and ask them, how did you do it? How are you doing it? System means pattern. Summary. QED. System means what? Pattern. What pattern are you using for your marriage? What pattern are you using for your business? What pattern are you using for your career? If the result you are looking for is $1 million in your business, the pattern you are running with is 100,000. If you like fast, let that the Elisha lay hand on you. You not go past that level. He said, Daddy say, you not go even lay hand. I like this kind of pastors. They will ask you question first so that you don't waste their prayers. I cannot be praying anyhow. The anointing is special. I want 1 million. What do you want to do with 1 million? I just want to make 1 million. My friend, go and sit down. You are not serious. Did anybody learn something from that session? I be want me to wave your hand because I will bring my con give you. Wait till you learn. I'm coming to you too. Wait till you learn.
Good morning, everybody. This is real setup. Yes. I was just responding to you. Okay, so something that I learned is discipline is issuing yourself a command and staying true to it. So if you stay true to your command that you've already issued yourself, people wouldn't wake you up in the morning and say, oh, we plan to do this. Can you make yourself available? I've already issued myself a command for my day. If I can squeeze it in, good. Otherwise, I'm already full.
Fantastic. Please clap better. Some of us, the reason why you are at your level is that you don't have discipline. You have the resources, you have the people, everything is available. I mean, if you have Zim, you have everything. If you have Prof. Emmanuel, you have everything in Port Harcourt. But you're not disciplined. So discipline is key. Auntie Grace.
First of all, hello everybody. My name is Grace Callum. First of all, he said we need confidence to bet results. So this is me being confident. So what I learned today is the kings that I'm planning to stand before. Because in my book of results, I'm going to stand before kings. So to be able to stand before these kings, I'm going to need to be aware. Which kind of kings do I want to stand before? I don't need all kinds of kings. Which kind of kings? After I'm aware, I need to go to people who are going to motivate me. That's people who have stood before kings. So I'm going to get to them, then ask them, or just listen to them. I don't really need to ask them. Listen to them talk. And I'll know that, okay, it's possible to stand before kings. The kind of person who can stand before kings. And I'll be consistent in my results to know that it's not just by saying I'll stand before kings. I'll be consistently working towards standing before kings. That's what I learned from this session.
I didn't even know while I gave her the mic. She already knew everything. Put your hands together for her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to, I wrote a lot too. The urge of expansion is in me. No wonder. It's always a urge. I will just say, what kind of thing is this? I have to get to the next level. And then when I reach there, I'll come say, who sent me? I've cried, who sent me? Like 10 times this year. I just reach somewhere, I say, who sent you work? This year, more than 10 times. Okay, on last week. Who sent you to go on Sakebo? All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is someone that I respect so much. I call him the senior colleague. That's what I call him. I call him my senior colleague. He is an amazing surgeon. When you're thinking of surgeons and how important they are when it has to do with your health and your body, your business needs a surgical operation. Because some of your business has tumor somewhere. It's the tumor that is not allowing the cash to flow. You need a surgical operation. Someone that will tell you, you will always argue with me. No, you will always tell me, I don't know how to argue with you. You will say, passion does not pay bills. Me, I'm not going to argue. I will just keep quiet. Let me be passionate in my thing and be going. Mr. Nnamdi Ibe has so much that I can read, but I don't know how to read it. But he's an amazing, practicable person when it comes to business. His clientele alone is intimidating. His clientele alone is intimidating. Where do I start? Is it the ones in Lagos, the ones in Port Harcourt? Which one? Is it bakery businesses that he has helped resurrected are dead, he resurrected them? Is it companies that were employing the wrong set of people, he turned it around and they are now doing in millions of naira? Is it someone who started from Araria market and now he's telling us, if you're in business, make sure you go to Araria and Lagos every year? It's very important. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Nnamdi Ibe. See swag now, clap, clap, clap well. See swag.
You're a very useless boy. Please sit down. We've never met. This is our first time meeting. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? I'm going to disappoint you. Just be ready. I'm going to disappoint you. You're not going to like many of the things I'm going to say. And honestly, I'm tempted to say I'm doing that out of love, but no, I actually don't care. It's not my vision. You're not here for me on earth, and not be me make you. God made you. I am too busy doing my own to focus on yours, unless part of yours is connected to my own. If not, I will do my own day. Make you do your own day. Passion is useless. You see, anybody who tells you follow your passion, that lie is from the pit of hell. Quote me. Quote me. Especially if you're in business. What is passion? Passion is an emotion. It's a feeling. It's the channeling of all your energy and attention to what's in front of you per time. So how is that a business? How is that a career? We all look at something that's interesting and you say, I am passionate about it. What's passion? It's an emotion. It's like love. Is it everybody you loved that you followed? You people should stop pretending like all of you were born in Israel. Some of us, all of us were born in Egypt. And while you were in Egypt, you were following people. Is it everybody you followed in Egypt that you eventually ended up with? Who is passionate about shit? Shit, sewage, who is passionate about it? Raise your hand. Nobody? If the governor of this our state gives me and you a contract to pack the sewage on this street and he will pay us 200 million naira every month, will you have passion for packing shit? You see my shirt? This one is, I mold unsackable employees. I will change it to shit man. I will have passion for packing shit. I said I would disappoint you, right? How many of us have seen the Ghana Must Go bags that are being sold for over $1,000 by Balenciaga? Have you seen that? How many of you have heard of a company that won multiple awards? I think they are in Canada also, from selling plantain chips. I saw on, was it Amazon, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, broom, local broom, our local Nigerian broom was sold for $35 or $40. And in my head, I'm asking myself, is it that village people are sitting on top of other village people? Because I don't understand. Are there no village people in America? Are there no village people in China? See, we need to change a lot of things in this country, in Africa. And religion is one of them. I'm going there. Yes, I said I would disappoint you. You don't need religion in business. To be successful as a business person, you don't need religion. It's not about God. Who do the Chinese believe in? They don't believe in the Christian God you pray to. They don't. Here's my problem. What does God do? God adds grace so that the one, he's talking about systems, the one you're currently doing will expand. So we should be at the level where the Chinese are right now because they don't have God. Then with the grace of God, we'll not shoot past them. But with all that we have, I told you I would disappoint you. Am I doing a good job of disappointing you? The reason I'm saying this is, if you own a business, you are needed in this generation. If you own a business, you are needed. See, to change this country, we need business people. The reason people are doing what they are doing politically is because for 3,000 naira, for 5,000 naira, you can give somebody to do ridiculous things. My father is one of the most interesting persons. My father was a teacher. He had 3 master's degrees and a PhD before he died. So you can imagine the beef me and him had when I told him that I was not going to do masters. My father said something to me growing up. He said, if they ever come to arrest you that you stole money, it better be above 1 billion naira. Because I know that the brain God gave you, if it's 300, 500, 700 million naira, you can make it. So maybe you enter any political office and they say you thief money, it better be from 1 billion and above. I will come out and stand behind you. Now, he wasn't asking me to go and steal. He was giving me a vivid description of personal self-worth. You can't bribe me with 50 million. The reason I'm narrating this is, if you own a business, you are empowering yourself and other people. And when you do you understand the value of money, how money gives you confidence? Money gives you. See, there's this comedian, Sabinus, that is, I'm expecting something huge. The money hasn't come, but you're expecting something huge. I'm talking about building a business that is connected to legacy. Why don't we have conversations around generational wealth? Why don't we have conversations around generational wealth? Every small thing that is happening, village people are doing you. It's not village people, you're doing yourself. You run a small business and the only thing you're thinking about for your business is room okoro, room ola. And you have the internet in front of you. You have your mobile phones. How are you thinking? We're discussing expansion, right? It's this morning I got my topic. So I'm just sharing from my head. Manage it like that. We're discussing expansion. Expansion to what? How big is your vision? What kind of business are you building? Expansion for me begins with, in a business perspective, is what kind of business are you building? What's your vision? Now, I approach vision from 2 perspectives. There's the long-term vision, the one where you go and you see vision statements. Somebody will tell you they want to build the one thing. I don't like that one because it's not clear. Let's be honest. It's not as, it doesn't feel tangible. And so what I do is I attach a short-term vision to it. A finite vision. It's like me saying, I know I'm going to Lagos, but let me describe Benin very, very well, so that when I get to Benin, I will know that on my way to Lagos, I'm on my way to Lagos. You know why this is important? When you say you want to be the biggest fashion brand, and you say you want to be the biggest jewelry person, what does it mean? Because your biggest and your biggest is not the same, so you have to define it. You may be talking about a 100 billion naira company. You may be talking about a 10 million naira company. The vision is not the same. Exactly what kind of business are you building? Write out as clear as possible all the things that you can, all the parameters you can use to measure anything at all. Revenue, profit, number of employees, number of branches, location. Sit down and define everything. Because it's easier to explain that vision. Have you noticed that when any church comes out and says, it's vision 100,000 members, or vision this one, that one, that one, everybody easily understands it. So do that for yourself. Why? You can measure your progress. And I say this frequently. What you monitor, you can measure. What you measure, you can manage. And what you manage, you can improve and then sustain. I'll take it again. What you monitor, you can measure. What you measure, you can manage. And what you manage, you can improve and then sustain. Please, when you quote that on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you tag me. If not, yes, very important. And so when you're done with, when you've defined what the vision is, mind you, let me say something to you. Where you are today in your business is your fault. Should I prove it to you? I should prove it. Who chose the business name? Please answer now. Who chose the business name? Who chose the location? Who chose the staff? Who chose the brand? Who refused to go for training? Who refused to train their staff? Who has refused to pay the surgeon to work on their business? So whose fault is it? Where you are today in your business is your fault. Where you will be tomorrow is your responsibility. You choke. Where you are today is your fault. Because the decisions you made brought you to where you, mind you, as a business owner, your responsibility is not the making. Your responsibility is decision making and selling. You can't look up until you stop looking down. Many of us are so sold on we're making the clothes, we're baking the cakes, we're cooking the food. That's not the business. The business is in making the decisions that ensure that sales happens. Why are you in business? You're in business to make as much money as possible for as long as possible by all legal means. There is no other reason you're in business. As long as it's a business entity, that's why you're in business. And that includes if you're a non-profit or you're, what do they call it again? NGO. For non-profit, whatever it is. Make the money first, then decide how you will use it. But you're in business to make as much money as possible for as long as possible by all legal means. So if you're not making money, you don't have a business. I told you I would disappoint you. Are you seeing why they call me the surgeon? And so in addressing this, I'm talking about expansion. The tool for expansion is structuring your business for that expansion. So after you've gotten clear about the vision, the next thing you need to define is who is needed in the business. Which staff do you need in the business? What will each person do? And how will you measure performance? Which staff is needed? What will each person do? And how will you measure performance? Now, the reason these three things are important is if you go back to the vision again, you have we said 100 million, right? Or 100 billion naira company. That's what you're trying to build. 100 million. Let's use 100 billion. Good. You like money, oh? Say 100 billion naira, that's what your company is going to build. Good. The accounting department for a 100 billion naira company will not be the same as that of a 10 million naira company. A single accountant can handle that. You will need a head of finance. You will need other accountants. You need auditors. And so you see, the structure of your business begins with the vision you have for that business. You enter? So we talk about who is needed, what each person will do, and how you measure performance. Now let me talk to those who are one-man businesses. It's only you that is in the business. Let me talk to you, small. Before you begin to talk about structure, you need to be sure that you actually have a business. There are two things I gauge. I check to know if somebody truly have a business. Number one, if I follow you to your business today, and you cannot show me details of all the money that has come into your business from January till now, and what you've done with it, you don't have a business. If you can't show me all the money that has come into your business from January till now, and what you've done with it, you don't have a business. The second thing that I check is if you don't have consistent cash flow, even if it is 1,000 naira every day, you don't have a business. I said I would disappoint you. So if you're a one-man business and you check those two things, I know running business alone is not easy. And some of us may not be able to jump into the structure conversation. Now we're talking expansion. So this is what I will tell you to do. Three things. Number one, write out all the tasks you do in your business. What do I mean by a task? Who can give me what business do you do? Who's the business person here? What do you do? Yes, Simeon. What do you do? What's your business? Web development agency. Good. So the tasks he does includes designing the website for people, talking to customers, doing copywriting. What again? Branding. No, branding is encompassing. So I'm trying to break. Okay, let's use cooking, for example. Let's use a restaurant. The tasks there would include cooking the food, going to market, counting what is in the store. What again? Packaging the food for delivery, delivering the food. All of that are individual tasks. Once you've written out all the tasks, the second thing you should do is divide them into three categories. Category one, production. Production is everything you do to produce that thing that you are selling to your customer. So I have paid Simeon to do a website for me. You've collected the money. Everything you do from after collecting my money to give me a website is part of your production. Are you with me? So for a restaurant or for somebody in the food business, it will be going to the market, preparing the food, packaging the food, cooking the food. You know, preparing the food and cooking the food is not the same. So preparing is one task. Preparing to cook is one task. Cooking the food is another task. Collecting money. So everything that is in production, you write it, you put it there. The second part is everything you do to sell the thing you're producing, marketing and sales. Put all those tasks there. So that will include content marketing or posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, email marketing, WhatsApp, posting on WhatsApp, running ads, and do business with Excel and Grace Consulting, and we eventually do with that person. I'll give you 10% of whatever we charge that person. See, all of you now are thinking of who can I tell to come and work with this man so that I'll give him 10%. You see how I've done my referral marketing? It works everywhere. I got 3 clients. I went to speak to, there was a business launch in Lagos that was on Thursday, with Dewdrops Cakes. So I shared this, and I got 2 clients there. Referral, so I said 8. What are the tasks that you do to sell? Because no sales, no business. If you have the best product and you can't sell it, you don't have a business. Then the third part, the third category is what I call record keeping. So that is where you put the tasks under the tasks like receiving money from customers, records of recording the money. Sorry, receiving the money is one task. Receiving the money is one task. What you do with experts, how you spend it, is another task. Your records of customers is another task. Records of your products or whatever you have, your raw materials, that's another task. Do you see how we have broken everything to 3 categories? And so what you learn to do is begin to serve your customers like a company. Let people be able to relate with your accounts department, even though the account department is you. Did you enter? Did you feel it? What I used to do when I started consulting is, when you tell me you want to do something, I say, okay, no problem. I will send you a proposal or an out. I don't do proposals anymore because personally I think proposals are a waste of time. It gives too much control to the person. I'm not saying you shouldn't do proposals. That's you. I only do proposals for clients that the deal will change my destiny. But if it's not those ones, I'll just tell you, see your expectations if you work with me. And so, where was I? Sorry. Treat your business as a company. Good. So when they come to me, I say, okay, fine. I'll send you details of what we'll do. You'll get an email from marketing department. And the person that will send it is David from marketing. You've paid. You receive an email from accounting. It's Christopher that will send it. And then when your product has been delivered, you get an email or message from some other person. I've forgotten the name I used. I used a female name. As customers, and all the communications with my customers were we. Did you notice? I even talk about it here a lot. I say, so if you come to our company, did you notice it's intentional? If you're going to expand, you need to have a company mindset. Who can tell me what a company is? A company is a system of running business. A legal entity that stands on. A company is a group of people who coordinate their work towards a common goal. A lot of times the goals are clear, but we don't have business structure that allows us to coordinate the work. The coordination is the systems he keeps talking about. The third thing you will do after you've dissected those 3 things is for each task, write out the steps. He called it patterns. The steps for each one. This is how I collect money from customers. This is how I cook food. This is how I prepare the food. This is how I do this one. This is how I do marketing. This is how I create content. This is how I do this one. Once you have all these things clearly written out, it's easy for you to call FBI and say, FBI, come. Handle this group. Let me handle this group. I will not be confused. He will not be confused. Now, that was for if you're the only person in your business. Now, let me go back to those of us who are building already. I stopped at getting clear about who you need, what each person will do, and how you measure your performance, right? The next thing you also do, which is similar to what I described here, is for you to design your business processes. Business processes are simply, this is how things get done in your business. I grew up in the Anglican church, and we had godfather, godmother. My godmother is in Port Harcourt here. She's one of those people who, I don't know if you have any relative where no matter how old you are, anytime you visit them, you must eat. You have people like that. She's one of those people. And so anytime you visit her, once you enter the house, they'll usher you into the living room. You'll sit down. Then kitchen will start making noise. After a while, they'll just come to you and say, please come and wash your hand. They'll take you to the dining. There's a sink there. You wash your hand. After washing your hand, they'll give you a warm towel. The towel is always warm. I remember that thing from childhood. The towel is always warm. Then you will sit down on the dining table. They will now bring the food, put on the center, and tell you to serve yourself. This thing happens whether she's around, whether it's only her husband who is there, whether it's only the maids that are there. Sometimes I believe that if it's only the house that is empty, the same thing will happen. Why? Process. What's your process for marketing? What's your process for accounting? What's your process for recruitment? What's your process for customer service? What's your process? This is how things get done in your business. Why is this important? Your business is a machine. Thank you. Your business is a machine that produces money. Your business is a machine that produces money. So when your oil filter is misbehaving, what do? You go, remove the oil filter. If you can clean it, you clean it. If you can't, you change it. So when one employee is malfunctioning, what do? You unplug the employee from the business, take another one, and plug like a USB, and the system continues to run. Now let me share something that I also think is important. How many of us believe that it is difficult to find good employees in this country? Now, how many of us know that it's very difficult? It actually is not as difficult as we think it is. It's difficult, but it's not that difficult. The problem is you can't afford to pay them. Those who can afford to pay them have hired them. Shell, MTN, the banks, where he used to work. They've hired the good hands. And so what you have left is what we have left. There's no factory. That's the truth. There's no factory anywhere where we can go and manufacture good human beings. So what we have is what we have. I said I would disappoint you. That's the truth. Because if you think about it, Shell is still doing their scholarship programs or internship programs or something like that. And they pick the best from the universities. If you went to Futo, raise your hand. Anybody went to Futo here? I want to chop knuckle twice. I don't know about you, but anywhere Futo people are, there is excellence. My brother chopped the knuckle. You should pay let you pay all of them. In most, if you go to, if you, at every interview, a lot of times, I don't know if they still do it. When you come for those tests at Shell, they tell you if you're from Futo, go to this side. Other people, they here. Do your research, it's the truth. Why? Value. The good ones have been hired. In fact, before Shell takes, the UK, the US, Dubai will first colobi some. The ones that refused, that they couldn't take, is the ones Shell would hire. Then you're left with what you have available. Others. And so the question is, if that's what we have, why aren't we telling ourselves the truth? That we should confront this reality and make these people better. So I'm trying to be very careful with my words. I don't have hope in Nigeria. The Nigeria as it is today, I don't have hope. Where does hope come from? Hope comes from knowing that certain actions. So you go to a restaurant or you're hungry and you're at home, and your wife or your spouse or somebody comes into the house with ingredients, you have hope that food is coming. True or false? Am I getting somewhere? You wake up in the morning to go and exercise, and you go there, and somebody tells you that the person with the gym key is coming. There's an action that is making you have hope. Why do you have hope in the country that exists now? Anyway, that's by the way. The reason I'm touching on that is stop hoping that your business will change or that your employees will change. Change them. I spoke at the Man Thing, that was last week Saturday, and Pastor Wisdom Osiri said something. He said, he said, parenting is like a man who has a cold. So if I have a cold now and I sneeze on Papa, he will catch my katana. You know. If I have a cold and I sneeze, okay, let's make it worse. If it's COVID-19, if I sneeze, he will take it. That's what influence is. What is in me? When I sneeze, you get it. Your employees or the people you've hired have been with you for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and they've not changed. It's you that is the problem. Because if your children misbehave, you don't return the children to God, do you? You figure out how to help them. So fixing your business in terms of expansion, give them the expansion mindset. I did that in this book on Sackable. You knew I was going to go there. Unsackable is a book that is currently on pre-order, and the reason I wrote that book was I am tired of business owners complaining that I cannot find staff. Stop complaining and help them. Many of them don't know any better. Do you remember when you woke up? Can you remember exactly when you woke up? Not wake up from sleep. The day you woke up, see, they say the time you wake up, that's your morning. Do you remember the day you realized that you really don't even know anything? Can you remember the day you realized that, Choy, I don't know anything? The people you have employed, they've not woken up because they are only focused on one thing: survival. And what Nigeria does, Nigeria conditions you to think of only survival. Many of us are running our businesses with only survival in mind. So you're thinking of only survival. Your employees are thinking of only survival. That's why the business is not growing. I'm done. I want to take 2 questions. Just like that. They are giving me 10 minutes more. If I continue, the 10 minutes will finish. So let me take 2 questions. Anybody? I think I have shared from here. I've shared from here enough. Ask your questions. I'll take 1, I'll take 2. There's someone there? Did I see a hand here? All right, my dear.
Sure. Good morning or good afternoon. So my question is this. You talked about businesses where you feel that, I'm trying to remember how you put it. Business owners don't get to find out, don't get to pay, they don't really, they cannot afford to pay.
They can't afford to pay the great hands, yes.
Okay, now I'm bringing it to to the oil and gas industry.
Okay.
Like Shell. Now, when you're in a setting where you have like, how do I say it now? I'm trying to remember the word. Where people don't pass knowledge. I'm trying to remember the word they use in the industry. Where people don't pass knowledge, like people are stingy with what they have.
Okay.
They're not ready to pass it.
Okay.
Not like the younger ones are not ready to learn, but the older ones don't have
the
that.
student is ready, the teacher is refusing to teach.
Exactly, that kind of, I'm trying to remember the word. Now, in a condition like that, the student now wants to learn, but the teacher don't feel like, don't want to teach because the person too is also scared of losing their own job.
Okay.
It happens a lot in the oil and gas firm.
It even happens in businesses where business owners are afraid of empowering their employees because they are afraid that the employee will become better than them.
Thank you, sir. What do we do at that point?
Okay, so if you're at the student level, the person who you need knowledge and the person above you is refusing to share, that's not the only person that has that knowledge. My point here is this. God made 7 billion people and put them on this planet. No matter who that person is not the only custodian of that knowledge. That person is not. So, a lot of times we pay attention to what we don't have as opposed to what we do have and how we can expand on it. I have learned, so how many of you actually intentionally go to the Federal University of YouTube? Federal University of Google? How many of you have you paid a colleague or a mentor or somebody to teach you something? Have you paid? Raise your hand. There are people who work in that place that know what that person knows. Go there and tell them that I want to pay you for that thing. If you idolize what that person knows to the point where you feel that it's only that person that can give it to you, it will prevent you from searching from options elsewhere. The person doesn't want to help. The person doesn't want to help. Move on. It's inferiority complex. The truth is, you can't actually manage people. What you can manage is systems. He keeps talking about it. Give your employees, empower them to manage themselves. Set up your business structure and systems and allow your employees to manage themselves. And I taught them how in Unsackable, this book. Have I answered you? All right, next question, yes. Morning.
I don't go to school now, why? All right, good morning, sir. Thank you very much for what you've shared thus far. I believe I'm going to be asking the question that is luring in everyone's mind who owns a business. How can one get access to you to either be their mentor in business management, in business organization, or how can one have you, just that access to you? Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook? I'm sure Una won't ask, I'm Una just shy. I don't help you, clap for me.
I don't mentor people. I don't. Two reasons. What I would charge you to mentor you. That's number one. But number two, I will grill you. I think I've only mentored 1 or 2 people in my life. Yes, I train, I teach, and all of that, but you see that I'm afraid of that word mentor. I believe it attaches the responsibility of being somebody's mentor. I don't believe that I have reached the level to carry that responsibility. But you want to work with me in any capacity. There are different ways. I can give you my number and I can give you our Instagram handle. Instagram handle is at Excel and Grace. One word, at Excel and Grace. What's in this boy the job? So that's one of the few people I actually took time. Ishaki, stand there. That's one of the few people I took time to do one or two things with. My number is 081 5849 3030. I'll take it again, 081 5849 3030. That number is also on WhatsApp. Excel and Grace, yes. There's one more question, please, yes. Please come forward. Come so you can use this mic. I think the mic is far. Come.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. My name is Joseph. Okay, so I needed to ask a question. I run a company, we sell machines, tools. How do you spoke about the fact that the staff and even the company owners are in Nigeria makes you to be managing. Yes, you have business that comes in 1 month. This month you make a lot of money. Next month you don't make a lot of money. You know the Nigerian system. You keep waiting and believing. So how do you upscale from surviving company, surviving staff to a full-fledged company where it's not surviving?
Okay, this is my simple approach to moving from survival. So my partner says there are 3 levels of existence. There's survival, there's sufficiency, and there's significance. Survival is when you're struggling to just stay alive. Sufficient is at the level where whatever you want, you can get. Significance is where you're thinking about impact and legacy, okay? And so, from a business perspective, how do you move from survival to sufficiency? 2 things. Create different levels of products and sell the hell out of them. Create different levels. Kingsley knows. Where is Kingsley? He knows that I don't do mass market products, small products. I don't. But I'm beginning to do some of them. Unsackable is one of them. It's a pre-order. The book is 5,000, but I'm doing it on pre-order now for 3,500. And it's hard copy. I'm not doing ebook. It's hard copy. See, I'll advise you, get a copy of that book. Buy for your staff. Buy 1 copy for each of your staff. If you're paying your staff 50,000 naira, I hope you know that's not an investment in that staff. That 50,000 naira is what you're paying them for the work they are doing. It's not an investment in them. It's when you pay for them to go for a training, that's an investment. When you buy unsackable for them, that's an investment. So this month, as you're paying them their salary, add 3,500 to it. So, different levels. You have cheap products, small products, the ones that can sell easily. I am not in love with any product. I am in love with the market. What does the market want? And can I sell it? The end. It's as simple as that for me. So if all of you tell me now, please sir, can you do a group session for us? All of us will pay. So just give me 20 minutes, group session will come out. So that gives you different levels. I have low-end products. What do they call that thing again? Not fast music. You have cheap products for the mass market. You have medium-level products, and you have premium products. So the cheap level products or the smaller products, make them sell without any commitment or effort from you. Joseph, are you hearing me? There should be things in your business that sell without you being involved with them. Those small ones. Then you have the mid-level ones that may or may not. And then you have the big ones. So no matter what happens, every day you're making money. Every day you're making money. Ezine said something at the business launch that blew my mind, which is this. Sit down and ask yourself, set a target for yourself. Every day my business must make this money. Must make so and so amount of money. And dedicate all your energy to achieving that. That is after you said, okay, I want to make this amount of money in a month. I want to make 3 million naira in a month. Divide it by 30. That comes to about 200 and, call it 150. Wait, 100 times 30 is 100K. It's 100K every day. So all you need to do is pay attention to figuring out how to make sure you make 100,000 naira every day. Some days you may miss it. Some days you might exceed it. But your mindset is channeled towards that. It's as simple as that. I hope I've helped you. There's no other question. Can I sit down now?
Please put your hands together for my senior colleague. Is that how you clap for somebody that just gave you a lifeline to expand your business? A lifeline to expand your business. Thank you. Please be seated. I think one of the challenges I face a lot, I didn't used to like it, but I'm beginning to follow that line, is that when we get certain things for free, we don't know how to value it. Namdibe does not charge 150K for coaching session. He does not do. His price is not 150. He does not do 250,000 naira for consulting. No. So what he just shared with you is something that, if I were you, I would not just write them down. I'll find a way to go to the live stream session and get this video again and document that process and begin to apply them. Did you learn anything? On no one reason. Did you learn anything? Wait. Does it mean Sanam was just here vibrating and nothing was happening? Did you learn anything? If you learn, wave now to the glory of God. Wave. I've seen all of you. I'm coming with the mic now. I'm coming with the mic. You cannot run away. Make sure you order for the unsackable stuff. If you don't want your stuff, okay.
Please, if you want to pre-order the book, just send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll give you details. Or go to Instagram. You will see details of it there. If I see your message on WhatsApp now, money is important to me. I will respond to you immediately. Now. So send me a message, SMS. If you want to, and as a conclusion, make it easy for people to buy from you. If you want to pay me in cowries now, and I know a place where I can exchange those cowries for money, I will give you a cowrie account. Some of us insist on you must use POS or you must use cash. If you want to pay me in Bitcoin, anything, I accept.
The unsackable. Please send him a WhatsApp message now to get yours. It's 35, and it's not just the book. You get access to the likes of John Obidi, the likes of... so who are those lineup of speakers that are? Emeka Nobis, Steve Harris. Let's stop there. Even those three don't do. He don't do. Steve, Iman, Prof will come and share onions and suya too. If you don't know how to do what, you will not chop your suya well. So we have the likes of Steve Harris, we have the likes of Emeka Nobis, we have the likes of he himself, we have the likes of Prof Emmanuel Akpe, and a lot of people are going to be having a time together to talk to you about your business and structuring. And it's necessary. I just want to emphasize that you need to order for this book, The Unsackable. You need to order for it. If you don't want your staff to give it to them for free, tell them you will get this book. We will remove 1,000 for 3 months. So I'm pre-ordering it for you as a staff of this company. When your salary comes next month, we'll remove 1,000. When it comes the other month, we'll remove 1,000. Like that, you will pay finish so that they will also value it. Am I communicating? Winning mindset. These people now are getting better. Winning mindset. We're here to expand. Is somebody getting expanded in the mind already? All right, quickly. I have few largesse, you know. I'm not Father Christmas, but when Sanamdi speaks like this, I like calming down the temperature. So I have free gifts to give. I know that Sanam Dibe does not need recharge card, so he's not going to recharge this thing. So it's a free recharge card. If you have Glow, where are the Glow subscribers? Where Glow people? Nobody using Glow, ma carry and go house. It's free recharge card I ought to give. The way that lady is smiling, I can give you herself. But people will fight me, so let me not do it that way. All right, bring out your phone and type these digits and recharge this Glow card very quickly. 266799604386112. Who don't recharge them? 266799604386112. Bros, you sharp. Put your hands together for this, bros, now. At least you come early, you collect. Well done, my brother. Transfer small, give me. All right, the second Glow, Richard. Do you still have Glow subscribers? Glow, the second number. When I started, they thought I was joking. Now they're all serious. You can see jamming now. 266799505832611. I beg, if you don't recharge before, not recharge again. I take your name, beg you. 266799505832611. Who don't recharge? If you be speaker, you recharge. I beg, return in Jesus' name. Let me call it for the last time and I'll move. Glow. Brother, if they're not agree fast, I beg fast, collect them. 266799505832611. Nobody agree, recharge that one. Going, gone. My neighbor get Glow for a house, I'll go sell them. Anybody that recharge that? Why is he hanging? The last number. Okay, so that it has been used. Who used that now? Who used that? Help us. All right, so I'll move to maybe I'll come back to that. Do we have 9 mobile users? No. Daddy ordered 4 and he gave me 1. That's what is in the spirit. I connect in the spirit. I don't need to give him mic. I will buy, but daddy has no that. This daddy self, you they keep your spirituality somewhere. He say you know they do spirit. Oh my God! So you can start placing your order right away. Let's do 9 mobile. Do you have 9 mobile users? I don't like the way we are calm like this. Like say we know they like this airtime self. 9 mobile wave now wave. They leave on her for a salad. Carry on her put for 9. 9 mobile. All right. So let's go quickly. Yes, the number. Are we ready? Ready. 78664986 0981 let me go again. 78664986 0981 I bet my spirit no recharge this one again. Make human being recharge them. How do they load 9 mobile? Hey, somebody they ask for a code, another person they recharge. I don't know the code, I don't use 9 mobile. So I'll take it one more time, then we go because I think we are not fast. 78664986. Oh, somebody don't recharge. Bros, you can't late, can't recharge. You try, you put your hands together for him now. Stand, may I shake hands with you? Camera, snap this guy now. So that I'll put that for my page. Say I give her a recharge card. Congratulations. I try now. No try. I'm helping your ministry. Okay, we rise by lifting others. I suppose that's you and self-rule. All right, so one more, and then don't worry, MTN people, man, I no go call now. MTN plenty. I no go call her now. One more for 9 mobile. 9 mobile, one more. 2341 2419. Okay, let me take it one more. Start afresh. Cancel. 2341 2419 2967 311. Now, so on a network, the delay to load. 2341 2419 2967-311. 9 mobile. Wait happen now. Spirit should not load this one in Jesus' name. What? I should call it again. 2341 2419 2967 311. Nobody recharged them. Nobody recharged it. Thank God. I get two recharge card I go sell give my neighbor. I get neighbor where they use 9 mobile. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go straight. Don't worry, Airtel, it plenty here. MTN, it plenty. In case if you want to go stay small, I get recharge card for you. I'm sure you're not going. Prof, can I get the profile? How many of us are really learning something here? We're learning something here. All right, so we're going straight. Please write down your questions. Write them down. We're still going to take more of your questions, but please write them down. Now, the next session we're going into is a session that you don't need anybody to distract you. Nobody should distract. In fact, put your phone on flight mode if it will distract you. But before you put it on flight mode, send the Nnamdi a message or order your copy so that he will give me, because I'm doing referral now. Not be so. I'm doing referral, so he will give me my own copy. All right, the next speaker is someone that I have been longing to sit under his anointing. And they say you need a father to fly further. Now, my father I won't call to come and help me fly further. Put your hands together as I welcome Prof. Emmanuel Agbe, who's going to do the introduction. People who make money, they sabi they humble. See us in the waka. Very humble. If he collect this mic now, his voice no go loud. Now me they shout since. You want bounce?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kisley. Well done. Winning mindset. Expansion. Winning mindset. Expansion. Winning mindset. Expansion. Welcome, Daddy. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome, Daddy. Thank you so much. So I want to use this opportunity once again to welcome everyone and just mention a few names. Then Daddy would collect his best musical instrument. This is Daddy's best musical instrument. You may not see him with guitar. You may not see him with flute. But when you see him with microphone, leave it for him. So I want to acknowledge the presence of my own very revered senior friend and big support, Mr. FBI coach. Let's just do that way. Please, a round of applause for FBI coach. Mr. Chijoke and his wife is also here. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much for coming, sir. God bless you. Once again, I want to appreciate the mind surgeon, Mr. Mokoro. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, sir. Mr. Mokoro came with 2 of his protocols. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you. And our unsackable boss, the boss of bosses. Boss just came in from Lagos, straight down. He just flew in and took a ride straight to this place. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Nnamdi for the sacrifice. And Daddy, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to host you in a very short space. Daddy was here in August, first week of August, and he agreed again to come back for Winning Mindset. Please, thank you so much. A round of applause again for Daddy. So I'm going to give urgent 2K. And I'm just going to ask just 3 questions. And they are questions that relate to Daddy before we call him up. Do we want urgent 2K? Do we want urgent 2K? Okay. That is it. So, who can tell me Daddy's state of origin? Just raise your hand. Okay, sir. Okay, that's too simple. Okay.
That is the thing, they simple, so that you go increase the number.
Okay.
2K go plenty.
Kaduna State.
Kaduna State. Please, a round of applause for her. So,
clap now, clap. You be thinking a joke.
So we know they do a lot. Come and take your urgent.
Let me collect the money on your behalf and bring it.
We know they do a lot.
Come and collect your money yourself. Please clap now, clap.
So who can tell me the name of Daddy's wife? Daddy's wife.
And we confess.
Okay.
The hand confess.
Okay.
Yes, his hand came first.
Mrs. Nonso Elisha Mama.
Okay, Mrs. Nonso Mama, no, Mrs. Nonso Elisha Mama. Please come and take your urgent 2K.
I beg you don't
urgent.
Do. Me where they hold the mic.
2K.
I go collect my own 2K. Me where they hold mic.
They are very simple questions. And the last one, I call him the firstborn, and I'm the secondborn. That is son. That is sis.
Okay, Safi, Steven.
Next. Okay.
It's called David Mama.
I'm not even supposed to give you.
Listen, why take your urgent 2K? We have to no.
We don't do terms for the first.
Okay, so quickly I'll read Daddy's profile.
Let's clap now for all the urgent 2K now. All the collect.
I'll be very brief. That Elisha Maman is a John C. Maxwell certified coach, public speaker, and trainer with an average of over 150 speaking engagements annually. He's recognized as one of the most sought-after inspirational speakers in northern Nigeria and Nigeria as a whole in leadership, success, and the winning mindset. As a top-notch award-winning leadership and mindset coach, that Elisha Maman has spoken on essential life mastery topics, including leadership, goal setting, value creation, decision making, service, and so on. He has also facilitated result-oriented training sessions for organizations and institutions, respectively. Daddy is the convener of the Winning Mindset, a platform committed to inspiring possibilities, initiating dreams, and betting realities. With a round of applause and a standing ovation, a loud shout. Please welcome my father, my mentor, Daddy Elisha Mama.
Thank you. All right. Let's sit down quickly so we can do one or two things. Don't worry, we'll get out of here earlier than planned. I have, first things first, I have quite a number of my friends that are here who awesome people who gave so much to just be here. The Winning Mindset is actually a free platform, and it's 4 years this year since I started it, and it's first time in Port Harcourt, not really first time in Port Harcourt, but first time being open in Port Harcourt, and we have been consistent in 4 years, except there is a national holiday, suicide bombing, or something else. We held Winning Mindset every month for 4 years. And we started Abuja 2018, and Zaria 2018, Kafanchan 2019. Port Harcourt is the 4th location now, and we hope to keep growing and keep spreading. And with your support, I know we're going to do so well. And so once again, clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. Quickly, 3 things you need to know about the Winning Mindset is, number 1, we are all about inspiring possibilities. Simply means we are very conscious about what is possible. we know what is possible. I used to tell people, if they give birth to you in Dubai, skyscraper will no longer scare you. Because every street has a skyscraper. There is one street in Dubai that has more skyscraper than the whole of Nigeria put together. Actually, let me annoy you. If you carry all the skyscraper in Africa and put together, the longest street in Dubai has more skyscraper than the entire. Yes. One street. One country that does not have real water. So we believe in possibilities. We believe that small boys can become big boys. We believe that single girls can become great mothers. We believe things that are ridiculous. And in 4 years, I've seen that happen through coppers who, graduating from NYSC, now own houses. And they are legit businesses. They are not thieves. Because the means to an end for me is more important than the end. I'm not carried away that you struck $1,000. It doesn't captivate me. I'm captivated by how you got $1,000. Yeah, I'm more interested in how. Means to an end. The second thing we believe is that we believe that your mind is central to your change. You cannot continue to ignore your mind and people will pay attention to you. You are going to be paid attention to equal proportion to the attention you give your mind and yourself. If presently the attention you have is bigger than the attention you give to yourself, it will fizzle out with time. You won't last long. For some of you, you are just knowing me. I've been in the limelight for close to 20 years. 20 years. The campus I went, if you call 5 top people, I'm inside. From book to noise. But if you look at your generation, you don't last. You don't even last 5 years if you start shining. We either find out that you are a thief, or, yes now, is it not true? You show us Gucci, 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 frustrate us, finish. Then you don't become goose. So please, the means to an end is important. I'm in a rich city, so it's good to warn you. If you're in the north, I don't start like this. There's not too much to steal in the north. It's not. We'll catch you. Because we know where everything is. We'll say, yeah, you pass this road. Now you tifam. And lastly, we believe that everything you have ever thought about can happen. We believe it. These are our fundamental beliefs. We believe that possibilities can actually become realities. We believe it. I began life and career with 35,000 naira salary. And I built a massive life, at least for my age. I've tried. And some of you will do 10 times better than we have done. Because you won't have to make our mistakes. He was saying something about the power of mentorship. If you are here and you want to learn life by yourself, you are foolish. So I want you to write it in your book. If I want to learn life by myself, I am foolish. So that you won't say I'm the one that said you are foolish. I didn't say so. I'm very conscious of what I say, because before you now say I said it. Have you written that one? Okay. I know how encouraging it is for you to follow results. But you have to be careful who you follow. There are many ways to have a result. But is it the way you like? Those things are very, very important. Okay. I know you don't want me to tell you about winning mindset. You want me to talk about expansion, Abby? I won't say too much because two fundamentals for expansion. He addressed one, he addressed the second. So there is nothing too much to say. The problem with you people is that you like deep things. You just say, "Kai, deep." Before we say you are deep, we need to know the height of the person that is saying deep. And because if the person is not too tall, even a shallow grave can take him. True of us. If you stand in a 6-inch hole, you will stand outside. So if the person that is shouting deep is like this, you are not really deep. The person is short. So I didn't come to give you deep wisdom. I came to tell you simple thing that is changing people's life. You can ignore it. It's your problem. I will live here, go back to Kaduna, happy, and I'll continue to succeed. So it's important for you to pay attention and do what we have done. I got in here, my friend was speaking, and in everything I heard, he spoke about system. Put that word at your left brain. When the surgeon was speaking, as he was rounding up, he kept emphasizing process, pattern, process, pattern. You know system and process are the same thing, I mean? Okay. Keep that one on the other part of your brain. So your two brain is now occupied, left and right. So now keep your eyes on me. Just listen simply. I will be simpler than him. His things were very, very serious. So I will make you not to be serious. And then I would like to make it very easy so that in the nearest possible time you can have results. Is that okay? Number one. What's your definition of expansion? Simeon, help me. What do you call expansion? It's good to see you.
To me, expansion means increasing in size.
Increasing in size. I agree with you. Any other person from this side? Increased capacity. Have you noticed the words both of them used? What's common? That's one word. But let me help you. Expansion does not mean increase. Expansion as a word is an outcome. Did you hear him keep saying it? He brought 4 people here. And he says, this is what you want. And he called the last guy expansion. It's an outcome. And so when you define it as simple increase, it loses its value. And the things you don't define right, you can't find. Definition is powerful in the school of success. It starts with defining things. What is expansion? Do you know that actually expansion is increasing in size as a result of increasing in something else? That's expansion. And so you need to know that the increase that you call expansion is a result. If it is a result, then you are not supposed to pay attention to the results. You are supposed to pay attention to the other thing that results to the results. When you pay attention on money is foolishness. Because money is a result. Money is not that nice for you to pursue. Money is not that attractive for you to pursue. It's a consequence. People with money don't chase money. When you see a man chasing money, he doesn't have it. And he ends up not still having it. Why? You can never run faster than money. You the craze. You know where money started to run from? Have you not known that in 24 hours, a 1,000 naira bill can touch every part of this country? Can you? You don't even use your sense properly. You wake up in the morning and you just put money, you start pursuing it. You don't get work. You don't get work. Look for something better to do. The 1K you give, I just gave somebody 2K. Do you know that there is somebody here, maybe that won 2K, that is likely going to leave Port Harcourt by 2 o'clock and arrive Owerri when? In another 2 hours. And as he's landing Owerri, he will go to one place and buy something. The person he's buying that in Owerri is going to Aba that same day. Did you see how fast that money has gone? And then you carry two short legs. You are chasing it. Come and look for something better to do. You know, go catch him. It's a consequence. Stay in the proper place. Money comes to men. It wasn't designed for men to follow materials. Materials follow people. If you're a Christian, they said if you seek the kingdom, we will add this. It simply means there is something if you pursue. The consequence of pursuing that thing is what? Money, influence, and impact. I never set out in life to pursue money. I never set out to pursue money. I found money on the way of pursuing the things that matter to me. And that's why till today, I was talking to my friend and I said, you know, you are like me. We are not going to, you look as if we are not going to make money in this talking business. Because I still don't know how you will call me and say, what does it take to get you? And I will say, 1 million. I don't know how to say it till today. And when I tell you to talk to Fee, I trained him. He still doesn't know what to say right. So the person calls me back and say, he's not saying anything, no. I said, that's the problem. But you don't have sense. Can't you just sit down and size me up? Just sit down in your house and say, which kind of car the guy they drive? Which kind of house the guy they live? Go my Facebook. See, say, you can't ever go abroad. If you don't go, just do mental mass. Then say, I'm worth 2 billion and give me. Don't be asking me that kind of question. It's not that it is wrong. It's just that it is not me. And because it is not me, does not make it a standard. If you can charge, be so bold and fearless and charge. But don't expect the same of me. I am not you. And if you know in your heart, you are not designed to be charging, don't fit in. So you can make a statement, don't fit in. Be yourself. The thing will come to you. I found out over time, I started getting more than if I have charged. So I calm down. That's to say if you are watching me from anywhere and you are the charging guy, charge more. And if you are not the charging guy, stay. Never be pressured to become somebody else. Never be pressured to become somebody else. Because you will never be as good as the person if the person is himself. Why be a copy of somebody that is not even the best? So try as much as possible to understand. That's a digression, but you keep it in your mind. Because we're talking income, we're talking influence, we're talking impact. So when we say consequence, outcomes, we are saying it will happen from this. Also, it means it cannot happen without this. That's all. Meaning, you can't expand without a system. What does it also mean? That expansion is a product of system. So what is expansion? In my own words, so that it can be simple for you, Taiwo. It simply means increasement by improvement. Period. Meaning your job should be improvement. What will be your outcome? Increase. So increments by improvement is what? Expansion. So if you want to expand, what do? You improve. The question now is, what do I improve? That's your question. If you do what, I say I'm going to try to be simple. If you take what I'm saying as simple as it is and begin to work on them, you will find out that certain results will come to you easily. I started this platform, today you are over 100 and something here. I started this platform with less than 6 people. And I was bold. You need to see the way I used to dress to go and talk to 6 people. I don't dress like that anymore. Sir, now so I they dress. Ask them. They wear suit. But now 6 people. And they shout. I do the shout now, I don't get small money. That time they shout. You have to believe. And they do magic. Go and see my photograph those days. You will even see one that I did like this. Only me and 6 people. What would have happened if there were 1,000 people? I would have even fly from stage to backyard. But I was practicing because I knew one day that 6 will become 60. I knew there would be 600 one day. And it grew like that. To 100, to 200, to 300, to 400. Increase by what? You are doubting it. Increase by? Increase by? If you want to increase, do what? We can close now. My problem is that if we close now, when you go, you now ask yourself, what will I improve? So it won't be fair. Let me help you, give you few things to improve. All right. When we talk about increase, note this, we're talking about size. We're talking about amount. How many of you know that swelling is a growth? But it is not skin deep. Abi, it is only skin deep. I hope you know when you have maruru. Maruru is boil in Hausa. How many of you like boil? You don't like it? It's a growth. Oh. How many of you like tumor? What's the name of a tumor? Medically, they call it a... So it is not anything that is growing that is healthy. It is not every increase that is good. What increase are you looking for? My brother told you, define it. Because the person will get boil, now growth. But he cannot wait for the boil to go. I don't want your growth to be skin deep only. I don't want your growth to be fleshy. Some of you seem to have money now, but it's not deep. If you have serious body ache, your entire net worth will go. If they admit you in hospital now for 10 days, you will stop being rich. Even though you have a training called 6 figure. We know you can teach people 6 figure, but you are not deeper than one problem. Peradventure, money is entering your head. It's very important to know that the amount that is qualified to enter your head and make you proud is not the amount you currently stupidly have. Because currently, some of you said they even call you on phone. You are shouting on your mother. You have 200,000. You put phone on shoulder. Mommy, stop shouting, mommy. What? Just say what you want. Kajishi. How much you get? We don't want this. You know, pride is a kind of swelling. Yes. I hope you know. Yes. Pride is a swelling. Pride has balloon effect. It does not survive any problem. some of you are already becoming proud because you are doing well. And not that you are really doing well everywhere. You are just doing well in one and the least part of life, which is making money. Money is the least of success. The least. If you are here and you think because of money you have it all, no, you don't have it all. Health is still better than money. That's why you go to the hospital to give doctor all your money to come home happy. Am I talking to somebody? Are you guys offended? When I started, you were smiling. You're no longer smiling. Oh, you're expecting me? No, this is how I talk in winning mindset too. I'm not nice. I just trust. I'm likable after the stage. When you meet me, I'll give you chuck knock. Oh. When I'm on the stage, I respect both myself and why I'm called. Because there's only one thing that sets men free. It's not motivation. It's truth. So I need to tell you the truth. Before you become a problem to you, your family, and everybody else. Don't get puffed up. Don't start having boils in your head because 6 million in your hand. It can't build a house. It can't even roof some houses. 6 million now for a car is Tokumbo. So how will you have Tokumbo money and be happy? I need to say that before we start talking about income matters. Let's do some mathematics now. Let's see how rich you should be to be happy. Can I do it? Would you like to do the math? Jago, come with me with a calculator. Stand by my side with a calculator. Let's start math. In Port Harcourt, Chijoke, which area are you supposed to live for we to assume you have money? How much is 2-bedroom flat? Eh? 2-bedroom flat is 1.5. You know, in anywhere you live, 2-bedroom flat is not rich. You know that? Because BQ now is 2-bedroom. You know, before BQ is 1 room. Now BQ is what? 2-bedroom. So you are actually in the BQ of the GRA. But it costs you 1.5 million to be in the BQ of a G. Let's go to the next thing. What minimum car should you have for us to assume you are rich? In today's value. Let me make something clear to you. We are assuming. We didn't say you are rich. Let us say Toyota Corolla LE 2006 is currently 2.8 million. No, don't. You want me to invest? You want me to lose hope? So 2.8. Is that okay? Let us pretend. Let us pretend that you need, we're talking Nigeria, so you need light. Go. You know you don't need PHCN. That's not light. Because if you are still connected to NEPA currently, you are poor. What did I say? You can dislike me, but what I just said to you is the truth. Because you don't have light more than 10 hours in 24 hours. Why should you be in 14 hours darkness and say you are the light of the world? Which world? Which world are you? So, how much is inverter with 2 battery? 750K. 2 correct battery. It's like 150K battery. Oh. But that one is the high. Let's go to poor area. 220. Just no verse. Just put down 750,000. Just put down. Of course, now solar is for rich people. We are assuming you are rich. You are not rich. Let the person even buy a pass my neighbor generator to charge it. What I'm doing now, I call it basic. I've not entered the matters of life. You know what the matters of life means? It means your food carry chicken daily. I mean your shirt. Somebody made it. You know there are shirts that nobody made it. There is a shirt that the person that made it doesn't have confidence to put his tag on it. I know I'm talking to somebody very deeply today. Because next year you are going to be a comfortable man. No, I'm not praying. I pray Sundays. When I started these things, people thought I was joking. Until my boys started holding plenty money. Then people started looking for free mentorship. What I'm telling you, it's not that it may work. Even if you are stupid, it will work. Stand here and jump down. You must fall. It does not have sense attached to your stupidity. You will fall if you jump here. I'm teaching you what will work. It does not require your sense. I don't teach experience, I teach principle. Because my experience is not the same with you. Some of you were born in a duplex. I was born in a house without toilet. Our playing ground is not the same. What I had to go through, you didn't go through it. We don't have the same sense. I have street sense more than you. Two of us. They took you to school inside car from the JS1 to you. Even in university, your father was dropping you by the school gate. And you're wondering why you're still walking like this. His car, if you trek, you walk well. Trek. Once you trek 2 hours, 3 hours the next day, I can tell you, you can't be trekking and be walking like this. I hope you know. Anybody you see is walking like this is a Jebota. Bring the person and put in one part of Port Harcourt that the next shop is an hour trek. Call the person in the morning and stand by the junction. The person will walk like this. You say, well, I say, my brother, this life. Trekking are just legs. How many models in Nigeria really walk like this? They cannot. They have suffered. No matter how you do it, you can't walk like that. You have to walk what we call country experience. How much have you got into? We've not put feed, you know. How much is Kilimanjaro plate of rice? For those of you that don't eat meat, answer, how much is it? Do you know why fast food allow you now to pick every other thing? They just realize that all fingers are not equal. So they give you option not to take meat. Do you know when fast food started in our time? You don't have choice. You know why they are giving you choice? Life is hard, even the restaurant know. So if we take 700 times 28 days, let's say you are fasting 2 days per month. I'm making you spiritual. And your 2 days fast, you are not eating. 700. That's for people who don't eat meat too. Somebody said it's not Kilimanjaro at all.
Kilimanjaro.
1 meal per day is 700.
No, it's more than that. But Kilimanjaro, 17 and above.
I have to still teach you something. I just want to reduce your pride. The purpose of this calculation is pride reduction. Because some of you you don't respect your parents anymore. Because you live in a city. Don't worry, I know why I'm saying this. I woke up in the bathroom with it. And when I wake up with an idea, I put it in my talk. It must fit in. If you tell me to preach something strange, it must fit in. Because anything where I wake up with, somebody need to hear them. I'm still a spiritual man. So if the person eats 700 times 27, that's 1 meal. How many of you eat only once a day? I'm not talking about those of you that have money and you don't have appetite. I'm not talking about those because your own is you are not well. You need treatment. How many meals are normal? Now let me bust your bubble. The rich man, a rich man does not have number of time to eat in a day. That's what makes him rich. What makes you poor is that you calculate how you eat. A rich man wakes up in the morning, takes an apple in the fridge. An apple now is 200 naira. That's your meal. Chew it, chop it. He didn't eat the apple. He beat the apple. That's not a MacBook. Yes, you don't. When you finish the apple, you don't have MacBook. You have a Dell. You dealt with the apple. But when you bite once and throw, what do you have? MacBook. You have an apple. Now imagine. Let us say your meal carries apple per day. 200 times 27. This thing I'm doing for you, we have come to how many naira? Total now.
The first one.
It's for 5 point something million.
5 million.
How many of you can spend 6 million every year on expense? No savings, nothing else. How many of you, your current budget covers for 6 million every year? If not, the assumption that you are rich has even left it. We are no longer assuming. You are poor. Do you have a need to increase your income? Now we can talk money, is it not? Because some of you, you have spent so much on your dress, so people assume you look rich, but you are heavily indebted to tailors. The material you are currently wearing, you have not paid. How do you brush your mouth with borrowed, with unpaid toothpaste, and you think your mouth will not still smell? I'm trying to help you understand things. Why? We shouldn't be encouraging you to be richer if we have not dealt with things that destroy rich people. Some of you don't talk to your classmates anymore. You know what you call them? Nuisance. For 1 million naira. For 1 million naira. And you call yourself a Christian. So have I addressed that issue? Can I move on now? Don't worry, I'm rounding up now. My notes no plenty. So when we say increase, we're talking about size, amount. For example, I want to sell 1,000 books. That's increase. For example, I want to start earning ₦1 million per month. I knew when Emmanuel Akpe wanted to start hitting 1 million per month. I knew that time. Actually, there was a day we were chatting with him and he sent me a message and an account number. I mean, an achievement. Oba, I don't know when I open Piggy Vest. I said, which kind of boy be this? This boy normal. I checked my DNA. He was not looking too alike. The guy was hitting more goals than his father. And the boy was not nice. He was advising me and I was in America. He was in Port Harcourt. Now, midday 5-star hotel for America and they counsel me. I tell myself, this boy no get shame. He no go wait make I come back. At least may breeze way hot blow me for here. And I asked him and I said, you do this? He said, yes. How do you manage this? He said, I just downloaded Piggy Vest. It's you people that the person under you cannot talk to you. That's why you have not passed the level you are. Anybody around me that looks like he had sense can talk to me. And I'm humble enough to hear. The idea is to stay ahead of you with your wisdom. That's the idea. No, that's the idea. You see, staying ahead of Emmanuel Akpe is of importance. It is of great importance. Why? It makes it easy for him to have a next level mentality. If we start dragging, there will be a need to change further. Some of you currently, your maternal father and your parents, physical parents, they are annoying you. You want to change them. The way I'm looking at you. Some of you go out in the morning with your son name in the pocket. You are looking for where to change. I bet you go take my father, give me off. Am I saying the truth? These are simple things. Can I move on? Okay. Expansion in business, expansion in family, expansion in marriage, expansion in life, expansion in every way you want, whether it is influence, whether it's income. It is expected that there should be an improvement. And so you need to start improving certain things for expansion to make sense. And one of the things you must improve is what he said. Because the first thing is that you can't expand what doesn't exist. Do you know you can't expand nothing? 0 times 1 billion. Some of you have 0, but your effort is 1 billion. What do you get at the end of the day? Some of you have 1 billion dreams, but you have 0 execution. What do you get? It's of great importance to know that you can't multiply what doesn't exist. You can't expand what doesn't exist. The first rule of expansion is availability. That's the first rule. Something must be present. Something must exist. There must be some level of income. There must be some level of influence. You already command 2-3 people, you can expand it to 100. You already earn 35,000, you can turn it to 35 million. When I was going to leave work many years ago, I told myself, I said my gross income must become my monthly income without work. So the battle was, how do I earn my gross income that is active to become my monthly income when I'm not active? So you see, it's not a joke. You see, some of you, your drives are cheap, so you don't work hard. If your gross income currently is 1 million naira per month and you work 8 to 5, how do you turn 1 million naira in a month and you still don't have work 8 to 5? That's how I was thinking. So I hit my monthly salary. I was so happy. I now said, so when I was going to work, safe, I can even stay at home and get that money. I doubled. It was when I got to 7-figure level and I realized that 7-figure monthly, whether for salary or for skill, is an achievement. You didn't hear me. 7-figure, whether it is salary, whether it is skill, is what? If you see somebody in your street that collects 1 million naira salary, stop shouting through your window and saying things like, nobody can be rich by salary. It's your poverty that is talking. It was not wisdom. Because salary can make men rich. Because what makes men rich is management. A man with salary that is plenty has capacity and he has seeds to manage than you that is his neighbor with only a loud voice. If you are here and they told you you will not be rich and you decided you will not work, you must beg too, please get a job. You are staying too old without a job. You won't be even good to marry. Get a job. Change your story. This generation of entrepreneurship is the key. Not a lie. When you start the company, who will you hire? Your grandmother? Is it not somebody that you hire to come and do the job? You see, human beings do jobs. It doesn't matter whether it's a skill. It doesn't matter whether it's an employment. It doesn't matter whether it's entrepreneurship. Human beings are meant to work. Work. Stop being qualified for a job and sitting at home with a laptop when all you do with a laptop will only last 1 hour. You are redundantly stupid. You are too young to do that. If you add a job to your laptop, what will it take? Nothing but more salary. I know there are some of you who have online businesses and it is taking your time. Good, you have something. Not you. All these Forex boys. You wake up 12 midnight, then you do something, then you now go to bed. You say that's it. You don't have a job. Something's wrong with you. You are young. Get a normal thing to do. Oh, you didn't see this part coming. You didn't see this part coming. You thought I flew from Kaduna inside rain, turbulence. The plane was shaking. I didn't know whether I would reach here. Then I'll come and tell you, you're all right. You are moving well. You are not moving well. I need to be sure if you are moving well. Some of you, your phone is 30% or 50% of your gross income. You are not sensible. If you are wise and you love me, sell your phone today and buy your mate. You don't know your mate. When you become rich, you don't buy phone. When you are still buying phone, you are not rich. We never rich. That's why we did buy them. My boss, I don't know where the people used to get the sense from. Once a new model of phone is out, they don't wait for it to come to Nigeria. My boss never used an iPhone 12 when it came to Nigeria, or iPhone 10. He uses iPhone from 0 to 13. Somebody that lives there will buy, and they know they bring 2. They bring like 4, 5. Then they drop it on the table. Then he will use 2. He will leave the 3, thinking who to give. Sometimes the 3 will go away until 14 comes. You have Asusu. You have been saving for phone. Let me talk to you now and let me close. Give me 10 minutes. Can I have 10 minutes? All right. It's 2 things I came to teach you, or I want you to remember. I don't know how to put it in biblical terms. Sorry, I don't know how to put it in personal development terminology. Permit me. 95% of my life and principle is biblical. If you don't like Bible, I don't have a problem. It's you that have. Because it's just a book. So I don't have a problem. You are the one that have problem. It's a book. How would you like a John Maxwell book and have problem with a Bible? Are you not, something's not wrong with you? What is the problem? Think and grow rich. The man read Bible right now. See you at the top. Zig Ziglar, he read Bible, he write down. You will prepare to read see you at the top than read the top that see you at the top came from. And we have not seen you at any top. The last time I saw you, will see you at the top. You were 19, you are 40, you are 27. 9 years later, is your own top too far? At least reach one top. Hello? Tell your neighbor, reach one top. Even Coca-Cola knows that tops are different. So there's one, you know one small Coca-Cola bottle now? Until you know it. One small pot bottle. So, that Solo they call her. They didn't get name. Say that Solo. I can't name my child Solo anymore. Do you know that thing? If you do like this, what happened? But Coca-Cola is not trying to insult you. They didn't do it for poor people. You know what poor people buy? You buy the big one and you travel a day with it in your hand. No, I don't rush it. My brother, you can't buy another one. My brother is not finding it funny. So 2 things, before I tell you 3 things to be doing. 2 things I want you to remember is, tell your neighbor, order. Z-O-R-D-E-R. O-R-D-E-R. Order. Number 2, capacity. C-A-P-A-C-I-T. Capacity. Can I borrow your water? Look at this bottle. What's the capacity of this bottle? 75. But let me ask you a question. Is it only 75 liters of water in the country? I want to ask you, the water that has no container in Nigeria, is it more than the one in container or not? That's how this universe functions. What has not entered your pocket is more than what is inside your pocket. Oh, this boy is so I used to think you are just tall. Now I've seen what is making you tall. Sense. You see two of them? They carry the same content, but they are what? Capacity different. Now, some of you say you want more. You are this. You are begging Almighty, because some of you pray a lot, which is a good thing. I'm a prayer person. I believe in praying. You believe so. You pray this. You, Shorty, you want to be this. For you to be this, it's not supposed to be a prayer point. If you do nothing about what you can contain, even if chairman decide to make a permanent rain upon your life, you will not have more than you can contain. Some of you are in your season of abundance, but your capacity has messed you up. You are sitting in this room. It was this year you are supposed to make 7-figure your child's play, but you are still fighting with normal food money because you are still a 60 CL when what has come to you and is around you and is upon you is a 100,000 CL. It has never been his problem. It has always been your problem. You need to become this to contain 75 CL, no matter your prayer. Capacity can never be ignored in the pursuit of more. It will never be. So, I went to one place, they were preaching, and the man says, there are things you can force God to do. And I looked at the man and I was worried first, because I always get worried when you start talking and you need to explain it. I like simple preaching. I don't like difficult one. Because if you start saying things that you have to explain, there will be problem. In case I don't have time to wait for you to finish. I don't know. Currently, this is all you have. This is what you can take. Oh. Come to the front, drop a seat. I'll put my hands upon you. And by tomorrow, you will get more. If you like, shout from now to rapture, I will never come. Even if smoke is coming out of your nose, I'll not come out. You can't lay hands on me in the morning and tomorrow morning my money will change when nothing has changed in my life, in my thinking, in my structure, in my system. What jargon are you telling me? Some of you have stayed. The hands on your head and the spit over your face can change lives, but you are not changed. They have touched you in every way. You have not changed. Why? God, when he gave one 5, he gave one 2, he gave one 1, he knew that there are church members that will have problem with what he did. So he went to the last statement. He said, according to their several ability. In case your generation have confused you, check it. We don't give 5 because your tribe. We don't give 5 because of your height. We don't give 5 because of your body frame. We gave him 5 because of capacity. At the end of that story, we saw capacity. Yes. The man with 1 came and expressed his lack of capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, when you see things happening around you, it has nothing to do where the man came from. It has everything to do with what is coming from the man. I took 1 year to study Emmanuel Akpe as my son. He read my book almost 30 times. But he never knew I used 1 year to study him. I'm in every group he teaches. And I never make a comment. And sometimes as he's teaching, I crop everything and I send it to another phone for reserve. Because I needed to understand, how will a man make money than somebody that is a manager in a bank with WhatsApp? I was worried. You don't have to be worried because you are poor. I was worried. You see, the thing with poor people is that they belittle what they can't have. or they spiritualize what is impossible for them. Let's not be like that. I'm a church boy. My tongue is strong. I'm a church boy. I still cast out devils. I'm a church boy, permanent church boy. You see, as I'm here like this, I have chosen Jesus for eternity. If I fall for sin, I go stand up the next day. I go tell sin, say, I still like Jesus. Waiting there, no be quarrel. No be quarrel. Somebody, I didn't say go and start falling down, standing up, and say there's no quarrel. That's not what I said, though. Because some of you just take things off. You take this recording now and say, if you fall down, just stand. Hey! If falling down become your habit, you are no longer falling down. You are down. That's not what I mean. Very important, this generation, if you don't balance anything, you're in trouble. I bet any video where we now want cut, we can cut them as I start them as I finish. Tell your neighbor capacity. Does that make sense? How do you improve capacity? Number one, learning. One day I sent Emmanuel a text. I said, I want to know how you do what you do, that you have this number of students every month. I want to know what you do. and the boy not even fear me. He just typed some original jargon and sent. And I said, what did you write? Lead generation, this. I said, what does that mean? I said, my problem is what you wrote, I don't know. Already you could see why I cannot make enough money in WhatsApp. I was already knowing why I'm not making money. Because of what he's writing, I do not understand. Understanding is the first pillar of results. Anything you don't understand, you can't duplicate it. Did you hear Umukuro was talking and was shouting in all that? He was not trying to tell you that he has crammed that verse of the Bible. He is trying to tell you that even wisdom is incapable until understanding impregnates it. There was a rich, there was a poor, wise man. Why was the wise man poor? No understanding. So they said, in all thy getting, get understanding. Why? That man got wisdom. He didn't get what? Understanding. Because it is understanding that makes wisdom productive. So that man was poor, yet he was wise. And the Bible came and said the thing that I didn't like. He said he was despised, for he was poor. People will always pay more attention to who you are than what you have. They ignored that he had wisdom. They despised him for lacking money when the man has the wisdom that they don't have. What a world. There's somebody here, all you need to add to that thing is understanding. And next year, you will call me and tell me thank you. Live here and pursue an unusual understanding in the things you are doing. Understand it. You want to make money on WhatsApp? Understand it. You want to make money digital marketing? Understand it. See, my boy. I'm supposed to be preaching in a platform. I'm supposed to be preaching in a conference now. Precisely 12 to 1. But Fee is speaking in Port Harcourt. I mean in Ibadan. In my stead. Why am I that comfortable? I have not climbed that platform before. I spoke to them virtually 1 year ago, and they decided that I have to come to the real church. It's a big church. I sent him, and I told them you have to receive him. They said, well, I said, when I started Business of Life Conversation, he was the one preparing the slide. He knows my content. But you know for how many years? He sat with it. 4. 4 years. 4 years, the team lead never came to the front. It was when I was going to give him permission to relocate that I gave him microphone to speak for 1 hour in a winning mindset. For 4 years, he doesn't take anything. He doesn't talk about anything. He's behind computers, ensuring everything works, but he's the team lead. And one day I asked him, I said, you are qualified to talk. He said, you are fully alive. And I understood that he understands what mentorship is about. When you want your father's assets, inheritance, when your father is alive, you are an idiot. That's what happened to the young prodigal son. He collected what is valuable after death while the man was living. So the thing died while he was living. And let that seek understanding for what I just said. And what I said is very strong for those of you in ministry. Very strong word. I've served the same men all my life. Same men all my life. I've never changed mentor. The same people raising me when they were broke are the same people raising me now. They are billionaires. Spiritually and physically. Somebody asked me, who's your spiritual father? I called the name and said, your spiritual father is not renowned. You're not following people like Oyedebo. I said, my brother, I know get strength. I know get strength. I said, do you know what it is to see Oyedebo? He said, no, you just follow him by his book. I said, I have more Oyedebo's book than you. Very few living faith people have Oyedebo's book more than me. I don't read them. I follow. If I go online, one most search YouTube for me is David Oyedebo. There is no man that captivates you in 5 minutes like Bishop Oyedebo. I hope you know. When Oyedebo talks to you in 3 minutes and the topic is knowledge, when you are finished, you know you understand knowledge. He is something out of the ordinary. So if you are here, you are not reading this book, you don't have sense. There are people that you just follow. Just follow. One day I went to meet my mentor. My problem was money. When I finished talking to him, he looked at me. So, okay. By the time he asked me 2 questions, I knew my real problem. But you see, you have sound mentors, but they don't have capacity and oratory skill. You have despised them. So you are running helter-skelter looking for the ones that can communicate. You can only have one father. You can have many teachers. No wonder Emmanuel Ape created the slogan, and the slogan was what? If you want to go far, you must have what? A father. I don't know where he does those things from. The guy in sense, in a Potako sense. All right. Learn. Learn. Read. Learn. FBI is doing a seminar about money, and you said you want to be rich. Go and listen to somebody that has more than you. Just go and listen. Who are you modeling your life after? There's a different thing with listening. There's a different thing with modeling. Modeling is who are you patterning your life after? Who is that man that if we look, he told me his own yesterday, the man is leaving. No wonder he's no longer on the ground since he met the man. You were with us now. All of us were discussing who we are following. You know, my own is so funny. He buys the things you are dreaming as if he's buying shoe. That's the part that I don't like. So he will ask you, say, the way airline is misbehaving now, I want to buy a plane. That's what the conversation they start to. Then 1 month later, you say, I bought a plane. I said, do you pray? You know, that's how some of you used to let us know you don't have money. They say, we're going to be having a meeting tomorrow evening. You want to join us as partners, it's 10,000 naira. You stood up here and went outside and said, let me pray. Pray about what? Pray about what? That's how you let us know you don't have money. You see, you came for this winning mindset. It's going to continue later. This one, did you pray? You didn't pray. You just spiritualize things easily. And do you know it's annoying? Tell your neighbor, order. I close with order. Because when you learn, you will grow. Learn. Think. Practice. Some of you here, you are good in acquiring knowledge, but you are very poor in execution. Practice. How many of you know that practice is not execution? You don't know that. I'm leaving execution because it's the last thing to do, but I'm telling you what to do before you execute. What is 1? Learn. What is 2? Think. What is 3? Practice. By the time you are executing what you learn, what you think, and what you have practiced, your execution must produce a percentage of outcome. I said must. I didn't say it must. How many of you know that results are in actions? And how many of you also know that not every action produces result? The way a woman can be barren, that's how action can be impotent. The day I learned that, it changed my life. The way a girl can marry and for 7 years she cannot produce a child, and you will go to several hospitals and they will say she's all right. It is the same way you can be active and you have no results. Your actions can be impotent. I don't have time to talk about the character of potent actions. There are condiments, compositions of actions that turns it into outcomes. It's not everything you do that gives a result. What is order? I'm closing. Thank you. What is order? Don't worry, I told you we'll leave here before time. In the agenda, you are supposed to be here till 3 o'clock. Don't worry, you won't be here. No, you can't want to be. Even Emmanuel is tired. He do me, I say, no, we cannot, don't worry, we'll go and continue another day. You see, when there is nothing to say, don't stop saying too many things. Huh? What other way will I tell you I'm tired of talking? Person use wisdom, and I don't agree here. All right, let me talk about order and go. You know, I'm meeting with certain people tomorrow evening. All right, you can join. Find out why, how, and join. That one is 3 long hours. That one, I don't talk what I learn. I talk my life, step by step. I don't take. They do this thing. It's been a while. I've been there for income for a while. I've been there for influence for a while. You know, when I went to university, I said I was not going to join fellowship. Why? If I join a particular fellowship, other people will not follow me. Have you noticed it? If I'm an FCS guy, other people will not follow me too much. So I decided to be a lone ranger. I go to all fellowships. I just want to see Jesus. But I made a prayer from the first day I entered the campus that I'll be the only one that every president on campus will sit under and they'll be fine. And that was how I graduated. So if you come to my house on a particular day, when you enter, you will see almost every president sitting on the floor with their Bible. Look at people that graduated, they told them the story. I told them my desire was I was going to be the only president that talks to presidents. But I won't have a fellowship. And I did. So tell your neighbor it's possible. Stop making it look difficult. You are in Port Harcourt, your church or your platform has only 100 people. There is somebody in Port Harcourt with a platform of 5,000 people. It is possible. Something makes platform grow. Find it and grow your own. You are in Port Harcourt. People are making the same money in the industry you are making. You say it's where you are living. I don't understand where you are living. I don't understand. And live where you are living with your load. Sell in the morning and come back and sleep where you are living. Did I say anything wrong? If where they are buying what you are buying is in GRA, take the load to GRA and sell, then go back and sleep in your village. You are not ready to work as hard as your tomorrow. Some of you are too comfortable with mediocrity. Wake up. Order means arrangement of things. You see the way we arrange this place? It's order. What is the purpose of order, sir? I will tell you in simple terms. Order provides you with room for more. Do you know there's a way we can scatter these seats, sir? Sir, do you know there's a way we can scatter these seats and this whole place will be jam-packed? Yeah. Do you know? Yeah. Why is there room in this hall? Because of the way we arrange. Listen to me. The reason why there is no space in your life for more money, the reason why there is no space in your life for more influence, the reason why there is no space in your life for more impact is that your life is disorderly. Some of you have an orderly business but a disorder life. Your life is bigger than your work. And results follow your life, not your work. How do I convince that? How do I get these people to learn? I want your results to stay. So there's no need deceiving you. I need to tell you the truth. Psalm 50 verses 23. Don't open your Bible. I just said it for a reason. It clicked to my mind. He that offers praise glorifies me, and he that orders his conversation aright permanently sees salvation. What does that mean? If you want to live in perpetual freedom, you don't need to look for freedom. Go back home and order your life. First scripture I memorized, 1998. First scripture I memorized, 1998. You know why that scripture made sense to me? I sleep with every girl. Doesn't concern me what you look like. I can date two sisters in the same house. Come in the morning to see the first one, come in the night to see the second one. I was disorderly. You give me 1K now, it will finish now. You dash me 20K now, I'm going to the market today. You can't dash me money today and I go to market tomorrow, except you dash me in the night. My life was disorderly. But I had influence. And I didn't know how bad my life was turning other people's life bad. People gather in my house in the morning. Boys that don't smoke started smoking. I used to smoke a lot. There's always a cigarette in my lips. When the cigar was not working, I started smoking, bro. That's when I started working like a break dancer. When you see somebody walking like that on the road, it's not normal. The road that is smooth and the person is doing like this, it's not normal. When you start seeing mirage on a smooth road, you are smoking something. That was my case. And then I will see a small gutter, and then the gutter will look very big. Then I'll go back. I want to jump the gutter. When I go back, I will jump from that place, then I'll still fall in the gutter. Because my imagination has created a wider gutter. Do you know it was inside a gutter I told myself, I said, am I okay? You know, there's something that happens. Am I okay? My body, my clothes was. I said, what is? I told my friend, I said, I know they smoke this thing. Wait, am I okay? I said, I drop. I stay with cigarettes. That's how I stop. So, oh my God, your situation has not embarrassed you enough. You are waiting for a motivational speaker. Wake up and look around you. Is your life smelling, or it has a fragrance? Wake up, look, tell yourself the truth. Some of you are hypocrites to yourself. You can't be smelling and say you are wearing D&G. Smell and perfume are different things. Look at your life. Tell yourself the truth. This life is not good. Change it. UB3. Order your life. Order your finance. Ima is there. Ask him how he spends his money. I know. I don't need his money, but I know how. He knows what he can buy. He knows what he can buy. There will be problem. I didn't make the money, but there will be problem. You were telling me the same thing yesterday. They don't ever pursue you, go return what you buy. He bought something, feeling cool. The mentor called him for phone, say, for your own safety, go and return it. Because it's me that will kill you. Any mentor that allows you to live a life and does not bring order to you is not a mentor. It's not a mentor. That's why I told you, I said mentorship is not coaching. Yes. Mentorship is not coaching. Mentorship is a transfer of lifestyle. If you don't have it, you can't mentor. You can coach anybody, you can't mentor anybody. Order. How is your life ordered? I'm married. In 2 weeks' time, my marriage, In 8 days, my marriage will be 13 years. But I don't look it. I look like somebody that married last month, is it not? Story. 13. Don't see pepper inside marriage. Say, wake up. 13 years. But I'm still I'm trying to understand why men slap their wives. I'm learning it in case it's possible. And somebody asked me, why are you trying to ask yourself that question? I said, because I'm incapable. So I want to know if it's a fault. So I can develop it in case. Somebody say in case. You know, you women, you need to be slapped sometimes. Your mouth. The way you set it. Chijoke, they talk true. That's my correct friend. We know they hide them for ourselves. They tell ourselves true. Some of you, your mouth is deserving of slap. Just that we were not permitted to be slapping you. Because the day when they say slap you, no be seen, I can guarantee you. Some of us will beat the next day. What do you talk? You said that to me. Now that slap is not a sin. I'm not your mate. I'm 46 years. You are 30. That brings me to another point. What is the point? If you are doing something because you are afraid of something, it's not your behavior. It's behavior that gives results. And behaviors are not born out of fear. They are born out of practice. Please, if you are doing the right thing, do it because you love the right thing. Do you know if you're afraid to go to hell, you actually go to hell? Because the presence of fear will not take you to heaven. Somebody's trying to wrap it around his head. You're trying to wrap it around your head, have you? Now, when Jesus says something like, fear not, what is he saying? When I say to you, fear not, what does that mean? Do not be afraid, is it not? Now, if fear is something you are not to do, if you do it, what happens? But there's a scripture for it, don't worry. Anything that is not of faith is sin. And fear is not of faith. Going to heaven is a hard job. It's a hard job. It's not as easy as you make it look. It's a hard job. It's a hard job. Tell somebody I'm not afraid. The last thing I'm supposed to say, Emmanuel, come and see Bishop Mike out. I'll see him tomorrow. He has a meeting. Come and take him. He has a meeting. He has a meeting. He has a meeting. Please put your hands together for him. I love you, Mama. Celebrate him again. All right. So that I can leave the stage for my favorite 2 MCs to come and dump me. I need to actually rest. I lost my head of protocol 3 days ago. And don't worry, by the time I finish speaking, you have to observe 1 minute silence. He's one of the most interesting, loyal boys I've ever had in this platform. One of the loyal boys. I saw him 2 Saturdays ago in the hospital. He was gasping for life and he asked me, Papa, and tears, how can I miss winning mindset? And tears came out of my eyes. You are trying to be alive. You are worried about you've missed winning mindset. Because I left the winning mindset stage to go and see him in the hospital. How was it? I said, it was fine. Look at me. How can I miss? We lost him on Tuesday morning. He gave me time. I would just see him in my house, 8 o'clock in the morning. I said, what are you doing here? I was asking Mr. Fee for your itinerary. I found out that you're going to speak so and so place. I came. I'm taking you there. I said, but there's Kaduna protocol now. Where are you coming from? I said, Daddy, don't worry about it. He came from Zaria to follow me to go and speak. Then I will come back, then he will go back to Zaria. I go tell you so that me and you go contribute money. I go do billboard for him for 1 year anniversary. I go put in picture, put 1 year on top billboard for her. Because he served me, he won't be forgotten. If I write my book on the power of service, I'll use his life as a story. I must immortalize him one way or the other. He had no money. He had nothing, man. But he gave me time, skill, and attention. May you serve somebody that will ensure in life that you don't disappear because you died. It's a prayer. It's a prayer. Dennis, I love you. I'll see you when I come. I know we are meeting in the same place. So, the last thing about order is a disposition. What is a disposition? A disposition is a mindset. You can't have more until you think more. Mindset is fundamental. Belief is fundamental. Is that okay? So order is how you arrange your life. Can I ask somebody something? Simon, too bad for you. Number one, I like you. Number two, you sit down for my front. Number three, you sit down for my front. Number four, you sit down for my front. What do you do with your money? Anyone, there is a secret you don't take.
Okay, number one, I honor God with it.
Tithing.
Yes, sir. Number two, I honor my parents with it.
Parents.
And number three, my family, my team, and then saving for the future.
That's an order that he follows. You don't have to follow his own. Did you hear what I just said? You don't have to follow his own, but you need to have one if you won't die poor. I have 5 things I do with money. 5. Any money. You know, some of you don't tithe small money. You say they dashed you on the way. You're a thief. How many things do you have? 5. You do 5 things like me? No, but this one is just a product of like father, like child. I have a circle of people, we do almost the same thing with our money. Because that's a management system that changed my life. I won't talk about that today because this is no place to talk about that. Because it's for people that have invested money in the things we do. So I teach those things in those kind of platforms. But order is about managing your life. I want to ask you a simple question. What are the things you do and you can't do? You need to be sure of what you can do and what you can't do. You need to be a Joseph. You need to be a Daniel. Joseph made a statement. He said, how can I do this? Daniel says, I have made up my mind. I will not do this. What I'm saying, in your life, know what you can do and know what you cannot do. Make it obvious to the world. And if you cannot do many, start gradually and be eliminating and move. Why am I saying that? Because until you know boundaries, more becomes difficult for you. There's always a boundary that when you hit, everything will trigger for you. And some of the boundaries are do nots. Some of the boundaries are do's. What you do. And some boundaries, what you don't do. I can't explain that to you. I would rather use the Bible to say that and it will sound like preaching. But that's truth. Most of you are positive always. There are negativities that are positive. For example, not eating the tree of life is a positive thing. But it is a can't. But it is a can't that keeps you alive forever. Don't worry, Port Harcourt, winning mindset has come to stay, so I'll come again and again. And this kind of things we are telling you, we will continue to tell you. You understand? I hope in your mind you will come. This doesn't look like a normal personal development. True of us. Yeah, winning mindset is not a normal PD platform. It's not. It's not a normal personal development platform. I close. Improve capacity. Improve order, and your life will what? Increase. Improve capacity and improve what? Order, and your life will what? Increase. I close with the parable of talent. How many of you remember that parable? I started with it, talking about, what do they call it? I started with it. The parable of the talent. You remember the parable? They gave one 5, they gave one 2, they gave one what? 1. And after they did that, what next? All of them went to work, is it not? And you know, most of you said the one with 1 didn't do anything. You know you are lying. And that's the problem. He did something. Do you bury something without doing anything? You know but dig hole? So even the things that make you fail are actions. Is saving not an activity? Is it easy to save? Some of you used to insult that guy. The guy didn't grow what he had, but the guy didn't lose what he had. You are not growing, you are losing. That man better pass you. He is better than you. He has a testimony. I kept it. You cannot keep. You cannot grow. You need mentorship. You need help. If you can't grow it, Simeon, keep it. Those two are principles. The two are principles. The only thing is that what you keep does not grow. There is a way to keep it for it to grow. And the master said to him, you shouldn't have buried it. You can do the same thing and be profitable. Somebody's getting understanding. Yeah, light is coming. That's my job. I bring light. You don't need NEPA. Just call me. He kept under the ground. The master suggested. He said even bank, they give 1.5. 18% per year. If you drop out for bank, you foresee something. So you are really not as smart as you thought. You were coming to me with, I didn't lose it. But you would have been wise. You would have kept it and grown it. The first people used it to grow it. There is a way to keep it, to grow it. Though it is the least way of growing it. Those of you who put your money in the bank, it is the least way to grow your money. Bank till tomorrow and forever. From Jesus' time till today is the least way of growing your money. Madam, you put 25 million fixed deposit, 90 days, you get 200K. If you have done business, would you get more? You get more. There are people, if you borrow them 25 million, they'll give you 10% in 90 days. And they are legit. I know some businesses, correct finance houses, that they will give you 3.5 times 3. That's 10.5. They'll give you 10.5 in 90 days. 25 million. 10.5 in 90 days is 2.something million. Fixed deposit 200 and something thousand. Oh, you get sense? But Jesus is saying it is possible to keep it because you are redundant and it will still birth something. Tell your neighbor capacity. Order. First, order your life. Secondly, order your finances. Don't buy everything your mates are buying. You don't need everything they need. Some of them are foolish. Don't buy everything and you don't, because you don't need what? Everything. Order your what? Life. Order your what? Finance. You said something I love. You say you have your team. Order your team. When you put your life, your finance, and your people in order, you do not have to see your growth, but you are going to grow. And when you expand capacity, it is only but time. What will fit your bottle will come your way. It's only but time. Every capacity is filled. Blessed is he that hunger and thirst. He shall be filled. Hunger and thirst are symbolic of capacity, of desire. every hunger will be filled. Every hunger capacity would be filled. Go home after this conference. Pick an area you are crazy about, whether finance, whether leadership, whether spirituality. Pick it and dedicate a year. Read about it, learn about it, listen about it, serve it, practice it. You will not be the same man in 1 year. I didn't say 10 years. I said 1 year. Stop doing everything. Everything does not work. Everybody is not rich. Everywhere is nowhere. When you do everything, you have made up your mind that you want nothing. If you want something, do something. Wake up. You want leadership here? Focus on leadership. You want income here? Focus on income. You want impact here? Focus on impact. Listen to me. Anyone you target will birth the rest. I hope you know. Do you know if you start making impact, you will grow in influence? I hope you know if you grow in influence, you get income. If you start with money and you have money, you can develop platforms to influence people. I hope you know. And then when you start influencing people, from the people you are influencing, somebody will be impacted. So whether you start with income or you start with impact or you start with influence, you can get the tree. But the best way to start is always to start with you. Don't focus on income. Don't focus on impact. Don't focus on influence. Just focus on what? On you. Make yourself better. Improve your attitude. Stop being nasty when it's not required. Stop being foolish when it's not required. Work on yourself. Become a good person on the inside of you. Become a good person on the outside of you. Don't make your adorning be of hair. Don't make it be of clothes. Don't make it be of chain. Make it be a gentle person. Become somebody with a likable and a pleasant spirit. Work on you. Give meaning to your life. Wake up. And I close with this. Your life is your business. Nobody owes you anything. You can blame Buhari all I care. During Jonathan's time, were you richer than this? If no, how did Buhari make you poorer when in Jonathan's time you were poor? Some of you blame APC when in PDP time you were still broke. Some of you blame your current pastor, say not because they changed the first pastor, this second one. No, when the first pastor was there, what did you become? You are just complaining about everything. You don't even have the integrity enough to accuse yourself of your irresponsibility. Be honest. If you are here, it's your fault. If you are there, it's your fault. Stop taking glory for success and cursing men for failure. If you fail, it's your fault. If you succeed, it's your fault. Remember what I said. Your life is your business. It's not Nigeria's business. Your papa na born you, no be Nigeria born you. Did I bless you? If I bless you, rise up to your feet and put your hands together. For me. It's not loud.
One of the team members, God's will, have a little gift for Daddy, so we'll just snap with it. Daddy, please. I also have a book. Okay.
Bad guy. Bad guy. Who is not? Don't stop this from my heart. Don't be jealous. It's me.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Before, Emmanuel, stay. Don't go. Me, I'm leaving now. Before you sit down, one of my sons from Kaduna is here with us. He flew all the way to support what we are doing here. He wrote a book. This is his third or fourth book. And I have had time to go through his other books. And they blessed me. I remember when he was going to write this book, the first person he began to follow was him. And one day he sent me a message and I told him and I said, when you follow a man, before you say anything about anything, become something about that thing the man is saying. And I remember telling him, I said, how much of your brain have you cashed? I don't encourage people to sell anything short of their lives. It's difficult to market knowledge. It's easy to market lifestyle. It's easy to market lifestyle. Ima's book as e-copies, they are selling every day. Why? When you enter his group and you click total number of people, you times them by 5, you go just tell yourself, say, oh boy, make I just buy this book for my own safety. Lifestyle is selling the book. If John Maxwell doesn't write book to sell to you. John Maxwell sells the book to the publishing house before he wrote it. The money he wants to use, the book you have not read, John Maxwell have used the money to buy a house. I met him one-on-one when he was telling us about a publishing house that came to him and tell him, we want you to give us your next 40 books. He said, I have only 10. He said, please write 30 more. How do people bring their money and tell you, bring out a gift? And he says, I have just like 5. He said, in this 1 year, we can bring the 5, but it's not enough. Bring it. He said he sat down at cost table, and while he stood up, was about to leave, the owner of the firm just entered. Hey, Mr. John, what are you doing here? He said, I was calling. He said, what were you doing? I said, sir, we're talking about 5 books. He said, no, I need 15. And he walked out. Now, the money is not the problem. You know what John Maxwell is selling? 50 years of being John Maxwell. He has been doing leadership for 50 years. He has taught in a room full of presidents. That's leadership. You just attended copywriting BSc. He gave you a project. You even failed the project. You just relocated. You have started your own course. Please, what do you want to teach us? How you failed in the school? Why don't you take months to strengthen what you learned? Why don't you take weeks to develop what you heard? Why don't you even give a year? Why are you in a hurry? 1 million next year, still 1 million. And make it. Not too hurry. Not too they hurry. And they've told you, you are 25. They say you are losing time. You are 25. Be 25. That's why some of you, when you are 40, you start doing 25 things. You are going to miss your childhood because you're already behaving like your grandfather. Be your mate, but invest not to be your mate. Play, but study. It's common sense. One day my son came back to me and said, Daddy, they said during holidays we're going to have to do this and do this. I said, tell your teacher you're not. He said, well, I said, you're a child. During holidays you play with sand. Yes, I'm his father. I don't pretend. I said, during holiday, play with sand. And then when he has played, he's 11 now. On 9th birthday, I came with a laptop. I said, this is your 9th birthday gift. Laptop, no party, take. Age 10, I said, coding teacher. Teach him. Now, when it's Saturday, I tell him, I said, what's tomorrow? He said, Saturday. Do you have anything in school? He said, no. I said, coding teacher, he's free tomorrow. Come. You see, I didn't take away his 1 to 10. Once you are 10, destiny begins knocking on your door. But you didn't play 9. Look at you at 36. When you go to park, you'll be carrying sand. You don't old. Stop doing that. But it's a sign that you kept your childhood away from you. You started doing murder at 16. It's not a bad thing. But be your age when you can afford to be your age. So this book is here. I can tell you to bless you. It's 2,000 naira, is it not? It's 2,000 naira. But the first 10 people who will buy, I'll take 500 for you. Because I like things costing you. So the first 10 people to go and buy, you will pay 1,500. I'll pay your 500 balance. Because the book still remains 2,000. Is that sorted out? The book means cash your brain. Do you recommend it? He is the one that inspired the book. Maybe you should be talking about the book.
Okay, so Daddy, thank you so much. Please, let's have our seat. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. So please, cash your brain, make money creating and selling products from your brain, even if you're not tech savvy. Written by Extra Danjuma Akama. So Daddy has given us 500 naira discount subsidy on it. So I'm adding for the next 20 more. So for 30 persons that will get it, you get it at 1,500. Very quality print, very clean content also. So the packaging is fine. The content is also powerful. God bless you. Tomorrow we're going to have another session by 3 p.m., not here. It's going to be for partners and some of our senior friends that are here. So if you want to join, it's just 10,000 naira. It's going to be at Sweet Spirit. Don't come if you are not a partner, you will not enter. So please, make sure you're a partner before you come. Just a small partnership fee. And thank you to the partners who made this available. So just as the MC will take the mic from me, we'll have a light what's it called now? Refreshment, not reflection now. Refreshment for everyone. Just something small, something light. We are expecting something huge. We're still expecting something huge that has not come. So by next week Friday, something huge is coming. So he will take okay. Please, partners, every other person, please wait. You just round up. No need for picture again. Don't need for chat card and just tell them what they meant.
Wow. Okay. All right, so Cash Your Brain is at the back. You can get it at 1,500. Please don't leave. We're bringing in some few refreshments. Please do not leave, especially the partners and everyone. Have we learned something? Hello, can we pay attention here? Have we learned something? Have we learned something? Now it's more practical. You know, this session, it humbled me. I don't know about you. It humbled me. You know, there are certain words you hear that enters deep inside of you. We had wanted to take questions, but this is what I think we can do. You can write your question down and pass it on to any of us, and maybe when that is less busy, we'll let him have it, and he will answer them possibly on his page or at Prof. Emmanuel's page on Instagram. Is that okay? Is that okay? So even the session we had with Mr. Mukuru, the session we had with Namdi Ibe, you have more questions, just write them down and pass it on, and then we'll pass it on to them and further share them on the Winning Mindset page. By now, I believe that every one of us, can we do that, whatever we're doing quietly so we don't distract other people? Thank you. By now, I believe you are following the Winning Mindset on Instagram. If you are not, go on Instagram and type E-Winning Mindset so that you can follow. You can also follow Daddy Elisha Mama on his Instagram handle. You can also join the Facebook group, the Winning Mindset on Facebook, so you can get firsthand. So I have few of the recharge cards to call out. Please, I want these recharge cards to be taken. It wasn't meant for me and I don't want to take it home. So I'm going to read the glow line again. Whatever we're doing, can we not distract? On my right-hand side, I feel distracted. I feel distracted on my right-hand side, please. Can we bring out our phones? Let's do the glow. Do we still have people on the glow? Any glow person still there? If you're not there, pass. So, we are there. Okay. The numbers are, the PIN numbers are 26679, 95058, 32611. Let me know what is said if you didn't go through so that we'll go and meet the person. It's been used. All right, so the person has to refund our money. All right, so let's go to 9 Mobile. 9 Mobile. Do we have 9 mobile people in the house? We plenty, bar. 2341 2419 2967 311. Same message again. Still being used. One Spirit, don't load that thing. MTN, we there. MTN, we there. Okay, let me come to Airtel. Airtel, we there. Do you have Airtel people here? All right, let me start with Airtel so that the MTN people will calm down. I know so all of us get MTN line. So man, they call this one before we go to the one where we get. All right, so the Airtel lines, if you are using Airtel, this is the code, the PIN code. Are we ready? For Airtel, no, I'm not doing 9 Mobile again. 9 Mobile was 2. Airtel, here is the code. Tell your neighbor, no distract me, I won't collect recharge card. 5455 3355 4499 6680. Who don't recharge? Bros, today, Port Harcourt. Are you from Port Harcourt? Are you based in Port Harcourt? If not, you for no go anywhere. Let's put hands together. Somebody has recharged. Clap now. It be like saying now you go give both of hands. You don't collect recharge card here. All right, the second Airtel. The second Airtel is 5716. My brother, type again. If now you we got designed to win all the recharge card, type. The second recharge card for Airtel is 5716 2391 9937 0842. Who don't recharge? Hey, mama for
DonWeezyMusic.com.
Lord, I've come to cast my
crown. No beg the recharge card now, just say we dey recognize her. Thank you very much. All right, so now let's go to let's go to MTN. MTN plenty, don't worry, we will recharge now today. Where are the MTN users? Wave. If you're not using MTN, I don't know whether to suspect you. All right, let me start with this pin.